Welcome into the Dice Dragons Guild. In this hall, we unite under one banner. Live by the die.
Die by the die.
Oh, starting off strong with a 1.
Oh.
Natural 20.
Hey.
Oh, okay. All right. They balance out. That
7.
8.
10.
I don't know who to thank. I don't know if it was Izzi or my lovely wife, because they both got me all black on black dice, so I'm not sure which
We're
one's
going to
which.
default with the wife.
Like, brownie points.
My dice are as black as my soul.
You have no
idea.
Thank you for tuning in. It has been a while. The last time we played, as we were discussing earlier, the main campaign, it was December 3rd. So it is now January 21st, and it has been a long time. We are going to get right into our story. But don't forget to check out our Patreon, where you can get fabulous gifts. Thank you gifts for being a top-tier hall master. We have dice trays and some new Dice Dragons Guild dice, which you can also find on our merch store, tinyurl.com/DDG merch.
Limited stock.
Limited stock. We also have free... Patreon has opened up so that you can have free members, so you can come and just kind of join. I'm doing a lot of public posts now, and having our after-session stuff be more public as well, so you can kind of get to know our story and characters and thoughts. YouTube, don't forget to subscribe. We have hit 671 subscribers, and we are on the cusp of 3,000 watch hours, which boosts us over to a point where we can start to offer like memberships and stuff like that. So our next goal is 1,000 subscribers. We are going to get there.
Please like and subscribe.
Well, after 2 months of no content, once we get it rolling
we'll
again.
get back into it. If you're watching on Twitch, you can use your channel points. You will see that below me. You can give the players nat 20s or rerolls, or you can give me auto successes. So use your channel points. Use your channel points. And upcoming cons, we will be at Captain Con in Warwick, Rhode Island.
Nice.
On February 3rd and February 2nd to 4th. We will be there. Warwick. At Warwick, Rhode Island.
Warwick, Rhode Island, kid.
We're going to be down there at Warwick.
Warwick, 11 a.m. We're doing a panel on streaming and all of that fun stuff. And then I'm running a game, We Be Goblins. It is actually full, but you can come creepily stand over our shoulders while we play. It's totally fine.
Like a goblin.
Yeah. We're going to be hanging out with Jay Moores, the creator of Fae, who will also be there if you're looking for another TTRPG, not at all like D&D. D10 system where you get to play the monsters. They did just finish his Kickstarter, Fae Forgotten, where he released 25 additional races that you can be in his game. Yeah, you can just about be anything. I'll be hanging out over at his booth, and we'll have some giveaway stuff going there too. So, without further ado, we'll get back to our story. As the morning light gently filters through the windows, the 20th of Glee finds you all in your individual chambers within the quaint boarding house of Beachmere. Yet, despite the comfort of these thin walls, your bodies betray the lingering aftermath of recent trials. Muscles protest with soreness, eyes carry the weight of fatigue, and joints ache in silent testament to the events that transpired the evening before. The respite of Friday afternoon festivities, joviality of tug-of-war, and spirited water sports had offered only a fleeting reprieve from the tumult that unfolded within the Tide Hollows cave system that night. The imminent peril faced by the lost druid Yaritza at the clutches of the octoarachnid monster threatened to shatter the tranquility of the moment. Though your fellowship rallied valiantly, wresting Euritza from the grasp of certain demise, a chilling confrontation ensued. A stoic cultist, an emissary of ominous tidings, uttered words that etched themselves deeply into your consciousness. Shabazz and Moander. Names laden with foreboding, portending a sinister emergence and an ominous arrival upon this realm. United in your efforts, you quelled the cultist and its grotesque ward, only to find the very labyrinthine caves, a maze of illusion and deceit that had confused your journey towards the danger, turning against you once again. Nature's fury unfurled as oceanic forces surged, thrashed, and forcefully propelled you and the valiant soldier druid towards the exit, hurling you into the embrace of the green tide's dark waters. Emerging battered, bruised, yet alive, your friends in the fishing village of Beachmere embraced your return, showering gratitude with gifts, pledges of future aid and solace through healing and rest. The evening waned with the enchanting lumina lanterns, effervescent beacons adrift upon the sea's surface, alight with bioluminescent hues heralding the seasonal congregation of algae and plankton. Amidst these tender moments, secrets unburdened, histories buried, and connections from the past resurfaced. Kai and Kethra awkwardly grappled with haunting revelations, while Eldon and Iolite symbolically consigned a relic to the earth, much to the confusion of Therahtrix. Ayla, in turn, found herself reconnected to an individual resurrected from her past. So we rejoin you in the morning, Glee 20. Who would like to start with where you are as the suns rise, who you are with, if anyone, and what you are doing?
Somebody rolled a nat 20 over there.
Oh yeah, somebody rolled that 20 over there.
Kai is alone in the hut, and he's been awake for a little while. He's staring at the ceiling, just waiting, listening for anyone outside of the hut to be awake so that he doesn't startle anyone by leaving and walking out in the middle while everyone's still asleep. So he's just waiting for the day to break.
I would say, given that it's a fishing village, Kai would have heard some folks kind of quietly laughing amongst themselves as they start getting things ready to go out into the water. I'm actually going to roll, or I'll have you roll. Let's roll the weather with our weather dice by Guild. Backed on Kickstarter.
No more rain.
We're not going to worry about the temperature because it's Yamari and it's always beautifully tempered. But is it sunny? Is it rainy? Is it windy?
We could use a sunny day.
I think that's 2 winds.
2 is a windy day.
Tornado.
Dealer's choice. It's a blank one.
Okay. It's a clear day. It's
and
not too hot.
No rain.
No
Clear.
rain. Clear.
Okay. So it's a nice
A nice
beach breeze,
Yes.
like trade winds.
Perfect kite flying weather.
And I would say that the Beachmere boarding house that you're in doesn't have like glass on the windows because it's not really necessary. So there might be these overhangs. What would that be called?
Awnings.
Awning canopy that blocks the rain from like unless it's going like sideways. But the breeze would just be kind of flowing through all of the little flaps that kind of separate each of the sections is just gently waving, but you can hear folks outside getting ready to go fishing and start their day. The suns rise fairly early in Yamari, so
Well, if Kai hears people awake, he's going to get up, try not to wake anyone else around him, and he's going to start walking into the center of the little town square and just kind of get a lay of the land, keeping an eye out just in case anything funny happens.
okay. So as you leave the tent or the boarding house area, one thing that you think of and kind of crosses your mind as you're just casually watching everyone around is that your dreams last night were a lot less active than in the past. They were filled mostly with darkness and whispers, and almost as if there were two beings whispering, one that you were familiar with and one that you were not. Not sure if they were whispering to each other, but just it was a different type of dream than one you've had. You did not experience memories or stories or visions. It was very dark. Who wants to go next? Eldon.
Oh, going in the circle. He would be sleeping. Even when he woke up, he'd probably keep his eyes closed, just to kind of almost pretend like he's asleep. What's the sleeping arrangements?
Well, that's up to you.
Boys and girls.
So you technically can get your
keep us
own.
close.
You can kind of get your own space because they have almost like in a doctor's office where like you can cordon off your own with a sheet. It's a little bit thicker, but.
All right. Much like Kai, he'd probably be laying there, but with his eyes closed, just listening. And once he heard Kai or somebody getting up, he'd probably get up. A few minutes after, I would go outside, find like a piece of driftwood, like if there's like how people around fires set like logs and stuff, and just like close his eyes and face the sun.
I will say,
just like basking.
Before you even get to that point, when you open your eyes in your room, Therahtrix is not there.
No.
Disappointed.
He ran away from home.
He ran away. Does he have a little stick
Little
with
bindle?
the handkerchief? A bindle?
Oh, baby.
Dearest father, you betrayed our greatest values.
I cannot stand idly by.
Henceforth.
Furthermore, he'd call out to him in his mind.
Roll a persuasion check.
It's never a good sign. Those are your old stats. Just make sure.
Yeah, but it was only level 6. Alright, it doesn't matter. Oh, that's a 9, isn't it? 9, 10. 11.
You hear nothing.
That's closed himself in his room.
Start walking down the beach then.
Okay. You begin walking along the beach. You can see a lot of folks that are getting ready. I'm gonna say, depending on what I roll here, hold on. Nope. You do see, after a few minutes, you don't see Kai. Your paths don't cross in this small village, but looking around, you see folks that are getting ready to go out fishing. You do, like, off in the direction of where the tide hollows are, you can see the two figures. It's kind of a distance away that appear to be casting magics, and then you can see like stones that are starting to come up, so assuming it's the druids. I'm gonna have you make another roll of a, we'll say, investigation. Yeah.
Straight roll. 18 or 16? 18.
Okay. You do notice as you're watching these figures that are working, it's the two of them, They are dressed in their uniforms. Up until this point, at least last night when you had seen them, and when you'd seen them around the day before, they had been dressed very casually. But right now, they are dressed in their pretty uncomfortably warm, probably, uniforms, and they're doing their work. Off in the distance.
Is it like armor or just uniforms?
Not armor, but definitely like they are wearing their official clothing. And as you are walking, you look out into the ocean, and you do catch a glimpse of Izzi. And you hear this laughter that you have come to recognize as being hers. And in the water, out probably, like a 20, 30-second swim from the shore, is Izzi, Baemel, her Drake, and Therahtrix all in the water. Therahtrix is jumps up and splashes, and she's laughing, and that's what you see.
I have a new daddy now.
We're going to switch over to Ayla.
If I'm coming from the beach area, who do I see first? Him or him?
Well, you're waking up.
Yeah.
But where are you?
I'm coming from the beach area.
Okay. It's a very big beach. So were you alone or?
Now I am. But I wasn't this morning.
We are still in the morning. We're describing the waking up.
Yeah, you are opening your eyes for the first time
You're
today.
waking up.
Spent the night sleeping on the sands beach. She's like, yeah,
Go on.
and my acquaintance from the night before, we parted ways at sunrise.
Okay, so we're going to start with sunrise.
Okay.
So, were you up all night?
No, I'm not stupid.
No, he was.
All night, 5, 6, 7 minutes.
I'm not taking a
what's
point
the
of
difference?
exhaustion.
Oh, you will.
So you watched the sun's rise, I assume.
Yes.
Okay.
But we slept
Okay.
Together.
Okay.
on the beach.
So the sun's.
You didn't learn anything.
I didn't want to be the one to say it. I did not want to be the one to say. I was like, clam full of sand
I
again.
was going to say, claim
I didn't
sand
say
part
anything
2.
happened.
I was like, all I could think of was
Climb Me
what
Sand Part 2.
is you screaming pelican. I think that's all I could think of was a screaming
That's what
pelican. I
that
was
one's
like,
called.
ooh.
That'll be in the bonus features.
I've made that mistake, and you do not want to do that on the sand.
Nope.
No.
I mean, it's pleasant for neither party.
No.
It was bad
You still
enough.
do it for some reason, but it's
Because
not
it always
pleasant.
sounds like a good idea, I guess.
So as the suns are rising, your eyes open basically in time. Like he shakes you awake a little bit, and just like lying down next to you, propped up, and he says, "Ayla, you didn't want to miss the rise."
Oh, okay.
And you together watch the suns coming up. First, you see the very bright emergence of Yol. So these suns, the woven suns, there is a larger sun, Ina, and above them is a smaller sun, but somehow Yol, while smaller, is much brighter. It's almost like a white light versus Ina's yellow. And so when it comes up over, that is the morning star. That is the star that everyone sees first. It's the white, the sunrise that it gives, because it is like this bright white color, is different than what we experience in real life. It's just more vibrant, and there's a variety of colors. So and you've seen this before, it's not, sunrises stop being special sometimes depending on where you're from, but It's the company that makes it special. As you together watch Yol as it emerges almost in its entirety, and then you begin to see the little, well, from your angle over here, the little peak of the yellow from Ina, both of whom have been quiet but always present for hundreds of years. So what will you do now?
I will go back to my group and we will find this rift and seal it and save the day, I suppose.
Your group, you said.
Yep.
That's who they are?
Yes. An interesting group. A lot of humans in it. But
I noticed. I would not have expected this of you, this particular path. But I think it might be good
do not
for
get
you.
me wrong, I do not expect it of myself even now as I say it.
Well, I think it's good for you. I would be lying if I said I didn't regret what did not come to pass between us, but you seem happy.
Do not think I have actually thought of that. Perhaps I am.
Something to be said for happiness. Your mother sent me here to send her message, which I have delivered, but everyone in the village has their opinions.
Oh, yes. Of that I am sure.
Some say that you skirted your duties.
I had no official duties to begin with.
You know that that's not true.
There were expectations. I was not bound to anything.
Of course. Perhaps, though, if this is your new group, perhaps your duties are beyond the village.
It seems that is the case. For now.
It will be interesting to see how things shape up. You have been away for quite some time, but things change. The younger generation is not as enamored with continuing to be boxed in. Want to expand, create a true town, or maybe even a city to rival Mosswick or trade.
Here, on Yamari.
Yes? The mothers are not pleased.
I mean, it is more dangerous now than ever. Not just the monsters, the guardians gone.
But together we have strength in numbers.
Not if we are divided into two separate areas.
What do you mean?
If there's going to be another settlement of us.
Oh, no. I mean, they want to change Summerland into a city.
And invite outsiders.
Well, that would need to be part of it, yes. That's why the mothers are not happy. But you said we. But you are with this group.
I suppose I am being hypocritical in my thinking.
The mothers are against it, but they will not live forever. And we will see what will come once the changes occur.
Yes, I suppose we shall. I guess we cannot hide ourselves forever.
We're not really hidden. Everyone knows. We're just strong.
And we should remain that way.
Well, I've delivered my message. I should head back to Summerland and have to see. I'm sure the kids are eager for me to get home, given all of the changes and monsters. If there's one thing the mothers are good at, it is terrifying the children with stories of monsters.
And if there is one thing you're good at, it is training little warriors.
I am pretty good at that.
Little warriors. We will cross our paths again.
I would like that.
Thank you for the message. And the dancing. And things.
Did you have a message that you wanted me to deliver back?
Just tell her thank you.
Of course. Safe travels, Ayla.
And to you.
He kind of stands up and is just like looking not directly at the suns, because that would be a bad idea, but looking off into the sun's rise, and then without looking at you turns and walks off the beach.
And I'll watch until like he gets the road and goes, and then I'll watch the sunrise. Just like sit down and watch the sunrise for a little bit, and then get up and head in somebody's direction.
Okay. Make a perception check, and then we will move over to Iolite.
13.
Okay. 13. I will say you look up and you can see Eldon, who has looked out into the water, and as you look at where he is looking, you can see Izzi, Baemel, and Therahtrix off. We recognize their forms, but
I walk over to, I head in that direction, do that thing, sling my boots over my shoulder, do that strut.
okay.
No walk of
What
shame.
is
No walk of shame.
The sway of pride.
Yeah.
Sashay.
Iolite.
I woke up fairly early too, and kind of like I'm just laying on my bed, and I have, or cot or whatever it is, and I have the Echo Stone, the Sylvan Echo Stone that we were given, with the constellations on it. And I'm just kind of like holding it above myself and like looking at it. I'm gonna go, Kethra, come in. Can you hear me?
Druid 1, this is Druid 2. Come in, Druid 1.
I was gonna say you have to go over.
Druid hotline. Can I patch you through too?
How may I direct your call? How may I direct your call?
Over.
Over and out.
Well, what's Kethra doing when she hears this?
Well, Kethra probably didn't sleep very well that night, so she was kind of up and down. So she was up early, and if she she's gonna just quietly sneak out early, and she's gonna go head to that little rock place that she likes to go sit. And as she's sitting there, she hears, "Iolite."
Does she look down at the rock?
She just goes, shakes her head, and is like, "I'll head back in a minute." Like, I'll head back in a minute, but it works.
You can hear me?
And you hear Nick's, "Meow,
Hey, Nix.
meow." Nick, shut up.
I want to know what that means in either cat or, was it Fae?
I don't think we want to know.
I want like subtitles on the video.
Fuck off.
So would like Nix hear too, or is this just like telepathically?
We'll say
we only
Nix can
each
hear.
other? Nix is kind of like special.
He's a special boy. They all are. Like, yes, Iolite?
Did I wake you up?
No, I've been up for hours. What's up?
What you doing?
I'm chilling out on the rock I'm in my little spot. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm just in bed still, checking out this stone.
Cool.
Yeah, these are pretty neat. You're at your rock?
Yeah, I'm at my rock. I got Nyx out here with me.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you sleep okay?
Nope. How about you?
I mean, not great, but I was pretty tired, so.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. No dreams or anything.
None that I am aware of, which is nice. I'll take that. Glad you didn't have any bad dreams, though.
Yeah.
'Cause that was pretty fucking horrific.
Yeah. I'll take no dreams. That's
Yeah.
fine.
I kind of figured at least one of us would be waking up screaming in the middle of the night, because that was horrific.
Yeah. I think we're all too exhausted, maybe.
Maybe tonight.
Yeah, you never know. You know what? Tonight's another night. Someone might wake up screaming.
Then you hear Nyx.
Oh,
That's not what I meant, Nyx.
Not in a good way.
Alrighty. Is everybody up yet?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't gone out of bed.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't if I were you either. Alright, I'll see you in a minute. I'm going to head back.
Okay. Should I hang up now?
If you want to.
Okay, I'll disconnect.
Okay.
Wait, you first.
Alright. No, you first.
No.
No.
We'll do it at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah, bye.
And you heard Nick's like, shut up! You know, not to just do it.
Like, I immediately hate this entire
sucks.
concept.
I absolutely love the whole, like, so what you doing? Like, that was
You know, the first time she tried it, it would just be like, oh, I don't have anything to say. I'm just like
Yeah,
playing
well,
with this
perfect.
thing.
Just play with it. What are you doing?
Oh, yeah, it works.
Making sure it works.
Okay, I will get up and try to find people, I guess, after
Okay, Kethra will head back.
doing that.
Okay. We'll come back to Kai. Is Kai doing anything in particular?
He has the ring that he took off the cultist. He's just kind of looking at it now that the sun is out and light, and he's just kind of looking it over.
Yes. Did I describe that ring to you the first time?
I know you described it, but you said I don't know what it does.
I'll describe it again. If I can remember what I called it. I did. So this ring, you can see it is a silver band that has all of these intricate etchings that kind of have like an intricate mist and swirling type pattern. And in the center, there is a cloudy, semi-translucent gemstone that shifts between, like when you look at it, it's there, but then also it shifts between being definitely solidly there and then being kind of hazy. Like you can't quite get a good look at it. Like, not, well, a little bit kind of blurred. Yeah. If it didn't do that, it would look like just a, pretty ring with some etchings on it.
He's waiting to find out what that does.
Okay. So in the center of the village, as you're watching people going back and forth, it's not a huge village. You could see off in the distance, Eldon. You could see Ayla kind of walking confidently in his direction.
I grabbed a mango from the mango tree, so I'm just eating a mango.
Eating a mango. You don't see Iolite. Yes, you would know. I would say kind of, you see folks are milling about. So what's everybody want to do? What's the next step?
Definitely, we all have to gather around and get ready for our trek back to the city.
I'll walk over to him and just give a the water training. Mango.
You smell weird.
They are very ripe.
Okay. He's just watching. He's not really interested in light conversation.
You look off and can see Therahtrix and Bamel and Kodzi. They haven't really noticed you all. They're kind of out there doing their thing in the water. Lots of laughter. You can see like Bamel will pop up and then disappear for a little bit, and then it seems like Therahtrix and the other Drake are playing.
I do not blame you for not wanting to go into the water after last night.
It's not exactly inviting.
I can imagine. You were flushed.
Yes.
It's a big guessing toilet.
Yeah, pretty much.
Have you seen anyone else?
Would I see anybody else past her?
I would say as you kind of look off to your right towards the Tide Hollows area, you would see Kethra making her way back to the village, and Iolite at this point likely leaving the boarding house, and then Kai probably coming from the other direction towards you all from the village center.
I like see them and I go wave
Ayla,
them all this way.
so you all gather.
He's gonna call out to Therahtrix one more time in his mind.
Okay, roll another persuasion check.
7. 9. At least it's not a nat 1, I won't lie. When I first saw it, I thought it was.
You see, when you call out to Therahtrix in your mind, you watch Kodzi and Bamel and all of them. They're all out there laughing and playing in the water, and you see Therahtrix like stops for a moment and then turns towards the shore and sees you. He doesn't say anything, but he does. You see him kind of turn back to the other two, and then they both look over in the direction, and then they start heading back into shore all together.
He's here.
Be cool. Be cool.
Be cool, honey bunny. Be
It
cool.
takes like a minute or less for them to get back up to the shore. And so Kodzi is there, and she says, "Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Good
How y'all
morning.
feeling?"
Rough.
Yeah, you look it.
Pretty
No
shitty.
offense. Yeah.
Ayla, you look great.
Oh, thank you. I'm quite tired.
Yeah.
Nix is gonna walk up to Ayla and sniff him, and then do the stink face. The
That's
cat
his-
stink face.
Whatever face that is the same one Eldon had.
Yeah, and I stink face, and they're like,
Is
Ayla,
Ayla
fine.
more? She's already red, but is she even more flushed in her cheeks?
She has more of a glow. She has like a natural glow sparkliness that just seems a little amplified.
and I'll ask Nick what's wrong, and he'll be like, she smells like a dude. And it's gonna fun time last night, Ayla.
It was pleasant, yes.
Yeah, Nick's could tell.
Oh yeah, I saw you with that that blue-skinned tiefling without the shirt.
Yes, Jelani.
Nice. Oh, you know him already.
We have a history.
I think I've seen him come around here and there. You know, sometimes the folks from Summerland will pop in. Nice. Good for you.
Thank you.
At least somebody got a little R&R.
I make a doorknob, a door shape in the sand, and put the doorknob, and open it, and I toss everybody a mango.
Wow.
You had the whole thing of mango.
I took all the mangoes and put them in my special door thing.
What is that?
A mango.
No, I meant you're eating my mangoes. I know what they are. What is that? Magic door?
Yes, I don't remember where I got this from, but
The mayor.
the mayor. Okay, it was a gift from the
Thanks,
mayor.
Very
Quincy.
important.
Thanks, Quincy, for
Thank
telling
you.
us that.
Yes, to aid us. Clearly, it can carry more than what pockets can.
Yeah, that's really handy.
It is 100% filled with only mango.
Well, I
Closet
think
full of
there's
mangoes.
that seashell necklace too that nobody wanted that I threw in there. So
Is
I
that
think
the-
it's like at
that
the
the
bottom
breathe
of all the
underwater one?
mangoes.
No, that's the one I've got that one.
Did
No,
you?
there's another one
There's another
that
one.
allows
the
you
the
to-
boulder gave it to us and nobody wanted it.
Oh, what did it do?
It gives you advantage on Constitution saving throws to maintain concentration on your magic.
Didn't you take that?
I don't think
think
anybody
I
took
did.
it, so I put it in the.
I just remember
Door
talking at the end of
folding.
one
We talked
session,
about it, and
like,
we don't
oh
know.
yeah, one of the druids should take it because you guys are the ones that cast spells.
No,
Yeah,
there was
I
a.
didn't take it.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Oh, well, somebody should.
So now it's gonna smell like mangoes for whoever ends up wearing it.
I already have Warcasters. So.
I could have sworn one of you guys took it.
So yeah, we were just getting a morning swim in before I gotta get back to work. But Therahtrix is doing great, and all of you would notice this, but Eldon definitely. You would catch on, and you would know this as a parent as well. When your child grows overnight, and like other people who see your kids and they're like, oh wow, they've gotten so big, but for when they're growing actively, there's sometimes where just like you look at them and you're like, holy shit, like
Therahtrix, your pants are at your ankles.
this like this happened last night. Even like brand new babies, it's like you can watch them grow that little bit of while they're sleeping. Therahtrix looks bigger. He looks he's in a different form. He's still in his like water form basically, which makes him look longer and more lithe anyway, but he looks, now that you're looking at him, it hasn't been that long since he came out of the egg, and maybe you didn't notice up until just like this moment, but he's significantly bigger than when you were able to just have him on your arm. And like as all these thoughts go through your head of like, maybe I just didn't notice, like he was getting bigger and bigger on my arm, and maybe this change of but he's bigger.
Oh, he's a big kid now. That's so cute.
He's got pull-ups.
He's growing up. I'm a big kid now.
Like when you look at him, you think like he could probably still wrap around my neck, but he's gonna like drape over like a rich lady's like fur.
Like a mink
Yeah.
stole or
Yeah.
whatever that is.
But Kudzi said he's been, he wanted to practice some moves, and Bamel's always out in the water, so we just had a little fun. It's getting big.
He is. And fast.
They tend to do that.
I saw you out there, Therahtrix. You were doing really good.
He stands up in that kind of meerkat stance, and he's probably like up to like just below the chest when he does it. Like when he like
He
is up
is big.
and the tail is back.
You can't hide in your hood anymore.
Yeah.
We gotta put a thing on the wall, the different sizes. Of
Oh, this big.
And he smiles and just says, "Thank you." Make an insight check. More rolls. You're getting all the rolls.
I was gonna say
More
something.
rolls. All the
I was
rolls
like, I could
today.
tell. I was like, I saw your eyes, and I was
There you
like, she's gonna do something. I was about to say something to somebody just to knock
Like,
you
nope.
out. I'll knock
Narrow my eyes at you.
that off. 16. You said what was it?
Insight.
17.
When he says thank you, you notice him look at you, and then he quickly looks over at Iolite, and then he looks back at you. That's it.
Okay.
It's real fast.
Eldon will remember that.
File that away.
Okay.
Well, thank you, Kunzi, for all you've done while we're here.
Well, thank you. Without you all here, I would have had to go in there and.
Well,
Ugh.
You probably would have fared better.
I don't know. 5 clearly very capable individuals going in, and getting shat back out by the cave. I don't know if I would have been able to. I mean, I guess I would have been in there probably with the other Valiant, whose name I forgot as the DM.
It's
Galen,
been 2 months.
Galen.
Let's all calm ourselves down on names.
Well, when we're gone, you may have to.
Yeah, I mean, that's typically my lot around here anyway, is, take the girl out of the keepers, but you can't take the keepers out of the girl. So, nothing will get in the way of my mission.
Sigh.
They know and they use it against me, I left a long time ago, but it's still... I was there for a while. It's ingrained in you.
We should figure out our next steps.
Ayla, I found this ring on that cultist. Do you think you can do that trick where you can tell me anything about it?
Let's see, I think I did keep that specifically for you. Alright, so I'll take it and I'll cast Identify.
Okay.
I thought he was gonna say he got rid of it.
No. When I was going through it, I remember him saying he needed me to identify it, so I'm like, I gotta keep that because he's gonna be pissed if it's like, oh, sorry, I changed it in the middle of the night and I unlearned that spell.
What does it look like when you cast Identify?
I don't know. Let's see.
It can be whatever you want it to be.
Spell.
No, yeah. Well, I'm asking you to
I
describe.
was reading what it does and then seeing if it had any description. It doesn't say anything, so I guess I'll just put it in my hand and I close my eyes and just my palm will start slightly glowing, like a light blue to white pulse just around. It makes that static noise just around the ring.
Okay. You learn as you cast this spell and the magic, basically the sense from the weave flows through. You learn the name of this, the name of it just comes to your mind, and it is called the Veil of Eclipsed Sight. This ring is a veil of eclipsed sight. And while wearing the ring, the attuned individual gains the ability to cast Blur once per day without expending a spell slot. It lasts the normal duration, which I can't remember how long that is, but probably a minute. Granting you a blurred and indistinct appearance, making it more difficult for attackers to pinpoint your location.
Is it cursed? Can identify if something is cursed?
You cannot identify if something is cursed.
Oh.
It's not how identify works.
Do I know where you got it from?
Yeah, I took it off the cultist.
Okay. I would tell you what it does, and I hand it back gingerly and be like, it was on that creepy individual. I need to be careful.
It may come in handy. Speaking of magic items, Iolite, what happened in the cave?
What do you mean?
I saw you try to heal yourself and you looked like you were in pain.
Yeah, that was weird. I got this healing amulet, and I was just trying it out. I might have done something a little funny, but I'm sure it's fine.
You don't think it's dangerous?
Nah.
I mean, it did work the next time.
It did. Yeah, it worked.
Totally fine.
Perhaps she just
The DM is such a bad influence.
Do we remember where you got it from?
Yeah, the ghost ship.
Oh.
Yeah,
No, as characters. Like,
Yeah,
did we see-
Harsirri took it and then left it for you, saying, "I got this identified, and it's a healing amulet."
Cursed healing amulet.
Nothing bad ever comes off a ghost.
Or a cultist's finger.
Yeah, no, I mean, it worked. I think I just, like, it's new to me. You know how some of these, like, magic objects are a little, like, finicky. I think I just need to, like, just get used to it a little more, like, use it more. Yeah, I don't know, I think it's fine.
You want to use it again?
Oh, yeah. Why wouldn't I?
I can think of a couple of reasons, but
Look, I'm sure it was me. I think it was, like, a me thing.
Is there a place in Mosswick where we can have it looked at, maybe?
It is a large city. I'm sure there are who would be able to identify a cursed thing, like a cleric or something.
Potentially, cursed. If you think the item's cursed, I mean, why not I take a look at it?
My cursed jewelry.
She like leans in and holds it, but she's kind of looking at your face. She's like real close, like less than a foot away. Yeah, you might want to go see a cleric, or I honestly don't know. I mean, that sounds like a good idea to me. Hags, I've heard, but there's no hags here, so.
I mean, Harsirri already had it identified.
Oh. Well, yeah.
Usually, though, you can't tell what a curse is through magic.
I don't know why we're all thinking it's cursed, just because, like, one little backfire almost killed me, but it was just the one. And then, I don't know.
Is that what's causing that glow? Right there on your neck?
No, that's mostly just me.
Oh. I didn't notice it the first time, but I do notice most things. So.
Yeah, no, I got a little glow.
Oh, all right. Unique bunch.
Yeah, we are.
Perhaps don't use it if your vitality is feeling low.
Got it.
But isn't it to, like, help you feel better?
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly when I probably would want to use it.
You do not want it to break again and
Do you think
hurt you more.
Do you think this is affecting you beyond just your healing?
What? No. No, what, do I seem like something's wrong?
Something just seems off with you.
Maybe something's off with you, Kai.
Could I get a closer look at it?
No. Okay, fine.
You don't want to hand it to me?
taking
Kai will reach out, and something inside him just kind of comes out. His eyes go black over as his hand closes around it, and there's that purple energy, like when he's about to cast Eldritch Blast, and he casts Remove Curse.
Where was this power? This is like, who knew?
So that ends your attunement to it. You feel any different?
Do I feel different?
You do. You feel like as that happened, you feel like almost like there's just a weight lifted, maybe literally lifted, like from where it rests, and it becomes just kind of like another piece of jewelry.
Would I have, like, the awareness of, like, this was maybe affecting me?
Do you have
The
the
way I felt
components, or
about
do you
it?
need that?
I have my sword.
Okay.
Because I don't think it can... No, there's no components. It's just verbal and somatic.
So would it just not be cursed anymore? No?
Right. It is no
It's
longer
just-
cursed.
Okay.
You have to reattune to it.
I just have to reattune to it then?
You will have to reattune to it.
Oh. What did you do?
Something inside me took it away.
Well, that is interesting and useful.
It's new. I didn't know I could do it until I touched it.
I didn't know it was doing anything to me until it wasn't anymore.
Strange.
Thanks,
In the
Kai.
ring, you do not get that same feeling from that.
Well, I haven't attuned to it.
Thanks, Kai. It's alright. Gave you attitude.
Sometimes we can't control ourselves when outside influences have a hold of us.
Yeah. It's kind of scary.
Kai says that as he puts the ring on.
Let's Frodo.
So was the curse removed from the jewelry? Was that question already asked?
No, it just breaks,
It breaks
the
it from you.
person's attunement.
That's cool.
So it's still magically cursed. You're just no longer attuned to it.
So I can't like reattune to it and use it.
You
can.
can, but then you'll be
But I'll be cursed again.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess.
But
I
there
would-
is something that takes a curse off of something. Like, you just have to find the right person, I believe. Because we did some the sword in the last game, the Dragonborn dude. I think we went to that guy, whatever he was, to break the curse. Was it on your sword? We brought him a sword that was cursed, right?
Are you talking about the talking sword?
Was it this? Oh, it was a talking sword. I was
wanna
thinking.
say
I was
that was
thinking.
a
I was thinking of your sword that made you
no,
afraid of
That
everybody.
was
was
a
the
sentient sword that
Sentient
would,
evil sword
that
that we
just
gave
wanted
to the
kill
dragon.
music,
Right, yeah.
magic users. Magic users.
Hated all musicians. Okay.
Then I guess I would have the wherewithal to, I think I'm gonna take this off now. Maybe I can find someone who knows a little more about it, but yeah, maybe it's best I don't wear this one.
Would you like to put it in the closet?
Oh, sure.
I'm surprised she wasn't like, I'm gonna find somebody to buy this off me.
Gonna sell this at a second-hand
It bounces
store.
off all the mangoes on the way to the bottom of the closet.
So anytime you have to get something from there, you have to literally go through 12 feet of mango.
Well, I mean, it's not all full of mangoes. I have less space. Plus, the mangoes are gonna go bad, so we gotta eat them fast.
See, I just like the idea that when you open it, it is like a vat, like it's like space. Like it's so vast, like there's, but it's still filled with mangoes somehow.
Right, like you're supposed to be able to just think of what you want and then pull it up. Well, that's
No,
bag of
that-
holding.
that's bag of
this
holding.
This is
This is
literally like a
different.
closet.
Yeah, it's literally a closet. Yeah.
I'm just picturing
Full
if
of
you ever
mangoes.
put it on a wall, and
They
you open
will
it,
all
the mangoes
that's
will
why,
fall
that's why I keep drawing it on the ground so I can just reach in.
That just gave me an idea to make it a trap for the ceiling.
Oh, yes.
You can kill someone with mangoes.
Rotten mango.
If one mango does how much damage per round if it falls for 6 seconds?
Oh, that's like a math
I
problem
am
for
gonna
Pat to
say
figure
that
out.
if you have that many mangoes, then you did not get a full rest, because that is it is a
like-
5x8 full closet.
There's 10 mangoes in there, okay?
Okay.
12 mangoes.
There's a full ass closet. If you did that, then you were mango picking all night.
That was many,
That's what they-
that was
that's what they
many,
call
many
it
mango
nowadays.
trees. Yeah,
You guys were in the woods mango
We're just
picking.
mango picking
Picking
together.
mangoes
It's
all
the
night
night
long.
of mango picking. There's a half a dozen. There's a baker's dozen mangoes in there. Okay.
Okay. Listen, I'll give you as many mangoes as you want, but you're gonna pay for it.
If we fill it with mangoes and stuff, now if it's 5x8, we can use it to jump off of things.
I do have.
like a ball pit.
I do
Land
have
in
a
the
potion of watchful rest. If I took that, I could stay up all night and still have the benefits of a
that
long
would
rest.
that would be worth it for you.
Yeah.
Go mango
Definitely.
picking.
Making all those
all
mangoes.
the mangoes.
So as you're standing there, you look and or you're all kind of chatting quietly amongst yourselves, and then you hear Koudzi. She goes, "Oh shit!" And you look in the direction that she is looking, which is towards the village, and you see a small group of individuals on horseback who are entering the village from its main entrance. You immediately recognize the, especially you, Eldon, having just seen it, the uniforms of the Valiant. There are 5 individuals led by one in full armor. The ones on horseback actually are much more armored, as they would have come from Mosswick and would need to brave all of that. So you notice that they are led by Commander Stoneforge, who's looking quite stern as normal in his Mike Ehrmantraut way. And Cozy begins walking in the direction of the entering little posse there. And you also hear and see Melchior greeting Stoneforge and the Valiant as they come into the village. And that is where we're going to take a break.
Perfect. Food is on the table.
Perfect.
Are you ready for an adventure? Step into a world of excitement, strategy, and imagination at Captain Con. Dive into epic miniature wargame tournaments. Visit our board game library. Compete in our costume contest. Immerse yourself into our role-playing zone. Explore the vendor hall or learn a new game in our demo zone. Join us at Captain Con and experience a tabletop gaming party where fun knows no bounds. February 2nd through the 4th, 2024 in Warwick, Rhode Island. Check us out at CaptainCon.com.
So we rejoin our group as you
As
are
everyone blushes and looks
I
away.
say pulling that hat right all low over my face. Try not to laugh.
None of that was recorded.
as you stand upon the beaches of Beachmere and look up towards the village where the commander of the Valiant army that has been stationed in Mosswick to the north has arrived with a small posse of Valiant soldiers. Melchior, the leader of Beachmere, the de facto spokesperson of Beachmere, heads up to greet Commander Stoneforge. And Cozy begins heading that way. You also notice that the 2 Valiant that had been continuing with their work of raising stone to try to build a sort of wall, stop their work as someone calls out to them to let them know that the commander is there. What do you do?
We should get out of sight.
Well, I mean, obviously people are gonna tell him that we're here.
We are on separate business. We do not need to speak to him.
We definitely shouldn't be seen trying to avoid him. Mosswick is where we're headed.
Why should we hide at all?
Because I don't like him.
None of us like him, but sometimes you have to work with people you don't necessarily like.
So, what do you want to do? Walk up and say hello?
No, just not hide. If he wants to speak to us, he'll either come to us or send someone. We just don't want to be seen trying to avoid him.
Very well. Act casual.
Post it up on a mango tree.
Everybody's just like...
You see Cozy, who had headed up that way, and Bamel was following along behind her. She just kind of stops when she notices that you're not following her, and she's like, "You're not gonna head up? You good? You good here? We're probably gonna chat with him about." I'm gonna assume that the other 2 communicated with him that there's a body here for pickup. So.
Ah, crap.
Oh,
Might as well
body,
just bite
right.
the bullet. Might as well just bite the bullet and talk to him.
Up to you. I'm gonna head up.
Maybe
She
we can
keeps
get some
going.
more information about Mosswick before
I forgot
we come.
there was a body. I thought like it was just like Obi-Wan kind of disappeared. but now it's 2 months ago. Now I'm
It's all coming
remembering.
back.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, because
Let's go say hello.
He's gonna be asking for us anyway. Probably,
Yeah.
so. guess we may as well.
All right. You head up to the area where Stoneforge is. You do notice that the two valiant soldiers that had been had been here at Beachmere. I would like to get the other one's name. I know Yuritsa. Let me find. It begins with a G.
Gaston.
DM problems.
Godfrey.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to find it. So the two valiant, they are standing there and they have like their hands in a salute pose as the commander steps up, and you can see that he's talking to Yuritsa about probably, what occurred. And Melchior is also just kind of filling him in, and as you step up, he turns and says, "Ah, yes, and these are the fine folks who helped us with the situation. You would know Ayla, Myrea, of course." And Commander Stoneforge turns. His facial expression does not change at all, except that he does a little and looks at all of you standing there.
Got my mango. And I salute with my tail.
And he looks at Therahtrix, of all creatures.
They're gonna make you license him.
And
He's gotten too big.
Got a muzzle on that damn thing.
have you moved up to him, or are you okay? So you move up to the area. He looks at Therahtrix, and then he looks at all of you. So you've changed, a lot of you. You look stronger.
We've gotten a lot of sun.
He leans, just tilts his head slightly to the side, and one of the valiant steps up next to him, one of his soldiers, and he then looks at all the rest of you, and even without saying anything, you see the soldier whispers something and moves their hands like in just a quick swirl of the fingers, and then is like inspecting all of you very intently. It's an awkward several moments. Everyone is quiet. You can hear the water in the background, and then the soldier leans in and whispers something to the commander. Your dragon looks different. Eldon, was it?
It is. And we've all grown in some form, fashion, or another.
Ayla Myrea,
Yes?
your dragon is not collared
It's not mine.
and continues to grow.
When did I say what's mine?
I just assumed that you, like many other well-to-do folk, had decided to get a very dangerous pet. And I noticed that it is bigger than the last time I saw it.
He eats well.
That they do, which is exactly what we are worried about typically. I'm going to suggest that you get a collar on that. I can point you to someone in the city that can get you one to ensure that it does not continue to grow.
We will get right on that.
Yes, you will. I hear that you saved one of our very own valiant soldiers. We appreciate that. Yuritsa has told us of what you did and of the gifts that were bestowed without consent of the valiant army. However, it is agreed that they are deserved. Then he kind of looks over at Yaritza, who's looking down, just not making eye contact with him.
What were the gifts besides the stone?
I believe it was.
Or was it the stone count as
It
two?
was the stones, and then I believe there might have been one other thing. I also can't help but notice that you are here in Beachmere as opposed to out in the sleeping wilds searching for the rift, as agreed upon. Luckily, I've been informed that there is a body that deserves our attention, also found by you. So what can you tell me? So you don't have to go into all, but what do you tell him about what you've found?
To be honest and forthcoming with the police officer.
Well, it seems as though those aberrations, there seem to be those controlling it, as we saw outside the city. The one that we found spoke of following someone named Shabazz and another Moanda.
Do these names mean anything to you?
Not
We
the
were,
thing.
we were hoping you could tell us.
The way this being spoke of Moander, it didn't sound friendly. It sounded like there was a conflict of some kind, possibly.
We believe they were definitely a follower of Shabazz, whoever that is, or whatever that is.
He tilts his head to the other side, and another one of the Valiant steps up, and Melchior just kind of nods and says, I will bring you to the body. And that Valiant soldier follows Melchior into the tent where the body is being held. Was there anything else that you observed during your encounter with this entity?
Powerful and dark magic.
More specific, please.
He did not seem to be corporeal at times.
It wasn't until after he died that we could see a body. Before that, it was like looking into a black void. Just the robes. We couldn't see any features or anything like that.
Did any of you physically touch this individual before or after their death?
Ew, no.
I did.
Before or after?
Now I'm trying to remember if he touched me in the cave or not.
Stabbed you, right?
Yeah, I don't.
Make a history check.
On a high roll.
Natural 20.
Cool. You
Total of 23.
you remember like this flash of a memory where when you tried to hit him, he had come up and stabbed you with a dagger of some kind, and then you would run him through, and he got very close. Physically, you don't believe that he touched you, but you were within inches of him.
He came close before death, but I carried the body after I found it out.
You have something to say, miss?
No. Just breathing.
It was powerful illusion magic, too. Almost reality altering. It's hard to tell what was real and what wasn't down there.
Well, thank you for being forthcoming with me about what you witnessed. Perhaps this will be of some help to us as we try to determine what is occurring on the island with these tentacled aberrations. There have been some changes you will notice within the city of Mosswick. We have sent the Cassian Guard away in their entirety. I did not have anything to do with this decision, so I do not know the specifics, but you will no longer see Cassian Guard within the city of Mosswick or on the island of Yamari. It may be permanent, it may be temporary. From now on, all Mosswick-related items should be brought to the Impenetrable Peace as per the discretion of Mayor Ophandris, and other items such as those related to the rift, the finding of the rift, and the monsters that have come from the rift will be brought to my attention and the Valiant. Is that understood?
Yep.
Yep. I assume that your next order of business will be to continue with what we have discussed.
That is our mission.
Yes, this was the last stop of us tying up loose ends.
Yeah, he looks around, and you all notice, like, people are cleaning up Friday, and, like, all the party stuff.
Further behind is like push broom on the beach with the
confetti
bottles and
and-
cans.
Was there any word of the afflicted from this village?
Any word of the afflicted from this village is on a need-to-know basis, and you do not need to know.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure we need to know. I mean, we are going after this thing.
Yes, you are.
So would we not need to know if it spreads to people and what it does?
No. You just need to find the rift and report back to me. Well, I appreciate your help. Your gifts have been bestowed upon you. Again, like a little side eye over to Yuritsa, who, like, her eyes have been up and then she looks back down. If you, when you find what you are looking for, be sure to visit me in the city of Mosswick.
Very well.
He stands there looking at you. Koudzi just kind of steps up and is like, nudges Eldon. He's like, that's the cue to walk away.
We'll nod, and then Eldon will walk away first.
As you're all kind of stepping away from him, he turns to head into that tent and he yells back out. Actually, doesn't yell, just loudly states, "Call her for that dragon, Miss Myrea." And then heads into the tent where the body
I'm gonna use message so that only she can hear me, and just in your head sarcastically hear my voice go, "Calling for the dragon, you dumb motherfucker! Hope you fall off your fucking horse."
Koudzi like stops and just says, I'm just gonna go help Melchior and make sure, you know, he's really good with words, but it's still awkward to be in. Stoneforge is intimidating, so.
How come he does not want a collar for your dragon?
This is not a dragon.
I mean, they are related.
No, Bamel's a drake. I mean, they're related, but this is as big as he gets. He's not getting any bigger. Dragons, you know how big dragons can get, right? Have you ever?
I have not seen them. I've read books.
Yeah, they get huge.
I mean, maybe
They get
he is.
really
Maybe
big.
this is the extent. Maybe he is stunted.
Well,
He doesn't mean that, Therahtrix. She doesn't mean that.
Therahtrix is like just head tilted looking at you. Like, I am going to grow. I am going to grow vast.
No, great. That is a problem now.
goes. He's
Vastness is going to be a problem for us.
I've never seen. I mean, we only had drakes, so I can't tell you really anything about whether or not our dragons or your dragon gets big or however big. But typically, the sky's the limit, no pun intended, for how big a dragon can get. So. And with
We are
Eldon's
going to-
personality, you know, big.
Maybe we can get a fake
Huge.
collar.
Huge.
That's
And just tell him
what I was
that
thinking.
the collar is not working or something.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
I do not want to pay a fine.
I'll let you talk amongst yourselves, and I'm gonna go help Melchior. Thanks for all you've done. I mean, who knew Friday was gonna be so exciting?
Well, hopefully the next one isn't quite as exciting.
Yeah. Well, if the boulder has anything to say about it, it will be.
Oh yeah!
I think he's out there swimming his 25th lap to and from
What can
the
I say,
red.
but you're welcome.
The boulder can do everything but float.
So she heads in. Bamel stays out and just kind of sits there looking at you all.
Can you bring up a map of
Yes,
the island, please?
Dog gargoyle from
I
Gargoyles.
can
That's what
bring
I'm
up a
thinking.
map of the island.
See, because the kids have watched all 3 How to Train Your Dragon movies, I picture the round bumpy one with like the tongue that's
Yeah, I mentioned from Gargoyles, the blue dog guard right there.
Brooklyn.
Oh yeah, holy shit, what a pull. Never in a million years would I remember that.
All right, so can we say we have a map of the island? Do we have one?
I thought we did. I thought we
I
had like a
mean-
crudely drawn.
Yeah, you've
Okay.
drawn a map of the island.
Okay, so then we just roll it out where we are or on a surface. We must now decide where we are going to go. What is next?
Well, the Sleeping Wilds, that is our goal.
You mentioned something about needing to go back to Mosswick. Is that something we must do now? What was our business there?
So to remind you of things that you can do in Mosswick, you were given a vial of water from Melchior, where this was the other thing that you were given. From Melchior, he gave you a small vial of water from the Green Tides at Beachmere Beach. Told you to bring it to the Ember Steel Blades, where a smithy owes him favor in some capacity. You have your home that you could go to. I don't believe that there was any other like things to do in
Right.
Mosswick other than
Not
going
in
to
Mosswick.
the
We had that
Feywild.
other like resort area to check out. At some
Yeah,
point.
Echo Haven to
That's on the other side of
the north
Yeah.
with the large Lolea Pond. And then the Sleeping Wilds are all to the north and west of the island. You have, if we were to,
The cheese cats in this place, right?
Mm-hmm.
yep, Echo Haven, that is where the librarian from the Callian collection asked that you find the Fae that is supposedly at Echo Haven and Lolea Pond, Cheese Cat, who has been told allegedly sells stuff from the Feywilds. This was also mentioned to you by someone else in regards to, I believe, the pigments. Like, there's a known person that can go to the Feywilds. I believe it was Melpomene might have said that she got her stuff from Cheese Cat. Whether or not you believe her, up to you.
No. Do we want to make our way to Echo Haven and then from there enter the Sleeping Wilds?
If we head to Mosswick, perhaps collect from the smithy, and then head out to Echo Haven, head to the Sleeping Wilds first thing tomorrow morning.
How long would the smithy require?
I mean,
If
We can leave something with them. Come back for it at a later time.
Where was that trail of rot along? Because it was off of
Somewhere in the Sleeping Wilds
a
by
road.
I think
They-
it was east to west.
So they told you. Oh, so the trail of rot that you saw went from east to west past Cryon Star Drifter's home.
Okay.
When you spoke with Morden in Balstead, who was the leader, basically, of the head of the Cassian Guard at Balstead, he had mentioned that they saw a trail of rot come out of the, like, basically hit the road that leads from Balstead to Mosswick, somewhere outside of the village, so a couple of miles out, and then it just disappeared.
we haven't been to either one of these places, right?
You did go to these. These are a lot. So the Whispering Agora and the Bena Market, you stopped there along the way to Balstead, although that was at the very beginning, pre our story. They're just not carts. They're tents, but they did describe that since the attacks, like, these weren't protected in any way, so they're kind of, they're stopovers on your way to and from Mosswick. It's been a little while, so you don't know what state they're in, but they had been, like, attacked. They were just little, not quite taverns, but kind of like rum shops, if you want to think back to Barbados. They're these shacks that people just come and they can drink and stop along the way. You can sleep there if you'd like. It only takes a day to get to Balstead, so you can stop if you want.
Okay, well, if we are going back to Mosswick, are we provisioned? Are we prepared? We do not have horses this time.
No, it'll take us long to get back to Mosswick. So I'm saying if there's time, we head for Echo Haven.
I don't think that's a day trip to go
So-
to Mosswick, stop, do whatever needs to be done, and then go to Echo Haven.
It's a few hours if you're walking, probably 4. Like, I think you made it on horseback in, like, 2, when you went. So you can get there by midday, do whatever it is that you need to do, and then it's probably, what's that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's like 7 miles to Echo Haven. So it's just that it's, not a paved road that gets you there. That's less traveled because it's Echo Haven is where people with money, that's where they go. Some of them live there. So yes, it is traveled, but it's not like this where there's commerce or anything like that. People come and go to get stuff.
All right, very well. Get some breakfast and make sure we are ready for the no longer safe road.
All right.
Let's go.
Okay.
Mango. Mangoes?
Mangoes are in case of emergency on the road.
Do things go bad in there?
There's only 10 minutes of air,
Yeah.
so it's only like
So it's vacuum sealed then.
after
So
10
you
minutes.
could make like
yeah.
a breakfast sandwich, throw it in there, and it's
Oh
only
my
going to be
God.
10 minutes old.
Well, then it's 10 minutes every time you open the door.
Yeah.
So he's opened the door twice, 3 times, so
I'm
it's,
saying if you
it's
make a
only been
breakfast
like
sandwich-
30 minutes.
Yeah, I think it's all good.
I wouldn't do
Take
it,
it
but
up
you
from there.
are free to do so.
A little just snag a breakfast sandwich out.
So you all get your food and kind of, I guess, you don't have to worry about taking your time or going fast. Like, it's island time. You do the thing. And as you're doing it, however, the military is on a timeline, so you do kind of get to watch as they pull out a wrapped body from the tent, strap it to a makeshift cart of some kind, and tie it up to one of the horses, to the back of one of the horses, to be led back to the city. Stoneforge does not acknowledge your presence after. It's not like he's like, bye guys. He's just...
I picture us sitting at, like, a picnic table bench thing and just all just, like, eating and watching, and he just kind of comes out of the tent, like...
Yeah, he just does. You are paid mercenaries, and he is done speaking with you. So
This guy
he...
fucking hates us.
We're all like,
The one thing that he does do is he looks at Kai. There's nothing there. He doesn't nod. He doesn't, like, wink at you. He just... His eye...
Just that, like,
It lingers for...
lock on eye contact and then continue.
Yeah. Just an extra, like, 0.4 seconds. But because of the type of man that he is, that is his intentional...
Kai clocked that.
Yeah. Whether or not he did have anything to do with the Cassian Guard entirely not being on the island, but Morden was part of the Cassian Guard, and so his part of that bargain has been fulfilled. And that's what that 0.4 seconds tells you. As he gets on his horse, you see him look down at Yuritsa and the one whose name begins with a G that I can't find anywhere in my notes, and
Paul Giamatti.
Galen. Was it Galen, maybe? Because I've got Kalen and Valen. It might as well be Galen. So he, they salute, and then they're like sweating in their uniforms out here. The wind is like blowing through everyone's hair except for his, because Stoneforge has no hair, and he leads the group on their way north.
that man is a humorless prick.
Agreed.
Are we ready to go?
Aye.
Pour the sand out of my boots. Put them back on.
Well, let's get walking.
All right.
Okay.
Let us be ready for anything.
As you head off, the wind whipping through the trees, Kaludzi just kind of sees you off and waves. Melchior and the others that you've befriended are also standing there and just kind of see you off, hoping that you come back, all of those niceties that people do. And you
All
head
the hippies
into...
come back soon, man.
You head onto the road. I will have somebody roll a d20. Who wants to do
My
it?
turn. 'Cause what?
I rolled the weather.
2. You're welcome. We're all dead.
Okay.
Why aren't you rolling the dice that you rolled hot for last week?
Roll a d6. Please.
3.
Alright. So the wind continues to like push through the trees. It's actually very welcome because the suns are brutal when there's no cloud cover. It can get very, very hot. And as you're walking, by the way, did you keep Therahtrix in his form, the current form that he is in?
I was going to ask, Therahtrix, do you want to keep this form, or do you want to have your wings?
As he's kind of walking along the...
Imagine him walking like a duck.
I was thinking like
Up.
Or Jar Jar
sea
Banks.
He's just kind of going side to side.
We just want to stay like this.
Do you believe that it would be prudent for me to have wings?
I think yes, I do.
I agree.
Will close his eyes, and he'll make a fist, and he'll just like bloop, disappear, and then reappear.
Okay.
And that's my summon for the day.
What color?
Black.
All right. Therahtrix reappears and kind of hovers in the air. Still not quite able to get too far out of your sight, but he hovers like 8 feet or so nearby all of you. And you can no longer hear the ocean, so we're going to get rid of the ocean. As you head into the jungle.
So he's like 4 feet, like head to tail.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, like, if you were to look at him now, he's probably somewhere between 4 and 5. Like, he's not, but he's still kind of small. His body is bigger, but
Or counting the tail. Which
yes.
Like he was always, I always imagined him as being pretty, like fairly long, but he's like very like thin. Like there's no bulk to him. You know what I mean?
Right,
But
earlier
now
you
he's-
were keeping him on your shoulder in your hood.
Right,
Like you
but
couldn't
that's-
do that at this point.
Right, but he could only do that. He was like long, so like his tail would like come into my sleeve, and he's all like wrapped up. But
I forgot to ask. Would that? Do we have enough time? Would that be considered a short rest?
Sure.
We took an hour-long breakfast.
Yeah, we'll say
There you
that
go, yeah.
that's a short rest.
Because I also wanted to attune to the ring.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
I think if you look for it, if you put veil, it might come up if you manage your inventory.
Is it just called Veil?
If you try veil and see, it should be
I think there's a
veil
ring
of
section, right? If you search,
veil of eclipsed
I
sight.
think she means if you. Yeah.
If not, I will add it. In there. All right. Jungle. Jungle 1. We'll do this jungle.
The book's on tape. This
Yeah.
is the end of book 1. Please turn this tape over for side 2.
Okay. Is there anything anyone wants to do or on the way, or you just continue trudging along?
Picking up rocks.
Maybe. If I see any good ones.
That one's nice.
That's a nice rock.
That's a nice one. You
Did anybody notice his thing gone? Was your thing that you buried like? Was
I
it?
didn't wear it like a necklace or
Okay.
anything like that, so you wouldn't have known.
Yeah.
I thought that's what this was.
Well,
I thought that's what that was.
oh,
on,
no, I have
on
a
there.
picture of it on my phone, but he keeps it like underneath everything. Just remember, because it doesn't show it like in the AI picture, but he has like that long. It's like that wrap is like comes on his shoulder too. So it'd be-
Is that a custom?
It is. It's a home brew
It
item.
won't.
It won't let
be
you.
attuned to it. It says it requires attunement, but it won't come up.
I might have to change it so because it could be that I didn't make it that you could. I probably messed up the settings. So I will fix it, but it shouldn't change the description. Okay.
Yeah, it's just the blur spells what it talks about.
Yes. Okay. So you continue through. It is a very, you've seen one jungle, you've seen them all kind of thing. As you're going along, Ayla, you notice like little telltale signs of where like Jelani maybe had sat down at one point, took a rest, maybe enjoyed his walk up, even though it's more dangerous nowadays. They're still nice. Yumari is a nice island, despite the danger. And as you are walking, you all have gotten very familiar with the different sounds that are out there. The silence of the monkeys really resonating with Ayla. It's noticeably absent. And it has been, but every time you don't hear them, it just hurts a little bit. They were so much part of this island. But you do hear a low growl that comes from the left side of the road while you are walking. And Therahtrix like lands on the ground and turns to look. You see Nyx also, like, hair.
Hunches up.
Yep. And you all stop and, like, ready yourselves as you look out into the darkness of the jungle. All of the leaves and everything. It gets very dark very, very quickly when you're trying to find the source of a noise in the dark green of the sleeping wilds. And then you see a long arm, the skin hanging off, just pushes aside the greenery, and you all prepare yourself as one of the blood-starved beasts comes lunging out of
Sorry for
the
that too,
jungle.
guys.
And I need everyone to roll for initiative.
Oh my
I
goodness.
feel like in Final Fantasy when you're going over the world map and then it just stops and you spins into combat.
All right, friends. A fully healthed, blood-starved beast comes lunging out of the jungle at you, directly into your melee range. What do we have for initiative? 0 to 5.
Oh, that's good.
Hey, that's a first. That's a first. No one has under 5. That's good.
Okay. 6 to 10.
7.
I thought nobody was going to say anything again. I was going to say, oh.
11 to 15.
15.
12.
All right, we got Kethra with a 12. And then 2 15s. Who's got the higher dex? All right, Eldon. And Kai. And Ayla.
23.
There you go.
Ooh. Did you roll a 20?
19.
Okay, you
That was gonna be
hear...
a one. It was like really close. I was like, no, wait.
Okay, you hear the growl, Jesus, of the blood-starved beast. This sound that just sends shivers down your spine as your last interaction with them was outside of the city walls of Mosswick while they were tearing people apart, trying to run through into the city. What do you do?
I'm gonna cast blindness on it,
Okay.
so it needs to make a con save of 15.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me just mouse. Let's see. That is a 15.
Motherfucker.
So you reach out and yell your spell, and you see for a moment it shudders, but then it just like blinks its eyes, and the white that was clouding over it just passes through, almost like clouds kind of passing through it, and it hisses in the direction of all of you.
I'm going to, as a bonus action, I'm going to do a little shimmy and give everyone, use Mantle of Inspiration, so everyone has 8, everyone but me has 8 temporary hit points.
Thank you.
Okay.
Take it.
And then I'm just gonna say, and I'm just gonna go a little further down the path.
Were those 2 actions, or blindness was
the blindness was the action, and the bardic, the Mantle of Inspiration is a bonus action.
Okay, gotcha. All right, +8. You feel yourselves all filled with this energy as Ayla
Like
backs away.
all yours. It's supposed to be blind.
Inflatable arm man's away from the group. Okay, first up we got Eldon. Is this already in the right order? I see Ayla at the top.
Isla's at the
Ayla?
top and I'm at the bottom, so it's the middle. I just see switched around.
Eldon, Kai, Kethra.
In surprise, he's going to jump back 5 feet.
Okay.
You can just scoot me back. He's going to draw an arrow, and as he does, he'll just kind of do this little motion with his hand since the bow's already in his hand. He'll cast Hunter's Mark on the beastie.
Okay.
The arrow he'll knock will be a broadhead arrow for the extra 1d6. And he's going to fire an arrow at it. It's a 17 plus 9 to hit.
That definitely hits.
So that's
Too much of a glare to see the map. Like on the phone, on the picture. You gotta get at the right angle.
Gotta get that like anti-glare, like clear coat thing.
Yeah. Break that over Daddy's neck, please.
It was 11 points of damage on the first one.
All right, 11 points.
And then he'll do it again.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it again.
10 plus 9 for a 19.
That definitely hits. 2 arrows go flying in its direction, sink into,
3. Nice.
somehow find purchase in its very, very thin
That's 7, 8, 9,
body.
10 for 15 points of damage.
Nice.
Okay.
And then he's gonna scoot back up just a little bit more. Actually, he's gonna stay right where he is.
Okay.
He wouldn't leave Iolite too far.
What about
She's right
Therahtrix?
I can't remember if moving him is a bonus action.
I think it is.
I think it is too, but if I don't do anything with him, he automatically
Just
takes the
dodge.
dodge action. So
All right. Next up we have Kai.
Did you say it was within melee of some of us?
It's within melee of the 2 of you, so it jumped right out. The 2 of you being Iolite and Kai.
Okay. In that case, he's gonna make a fist, and his new ring is gonna glow. He's gonna cast Blur on
Okay.
himself. So I believe that's disadvantage on attacks against him.
I think so. Is it until
Yes.
you get hit?
It's concentration.
Okay, gotcha.
The attacker is immune if it doesn't rely on sight, as with blind sight, or can see through illusions with
Gotcha.
true sight.
Okay. So you all see Kai. Oh, and I'm gonna have you roll a d4.
Oh boy.
You all see Kai suddenly shift. Yes. Okay.
And bonus action, I will Hexblades curse it.
All right. Hunter's marks and hexed. That's down here. Okay.
That's all I can do.
All right. It is Kethra's turn.
Oh yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. All right. I'm going to cast Erupting Earth right over him.
Okay. How big is that?
It is a 20-foot cube.
20-foot cube. All right. So you see the earth. Okay.
It's 3d12, I believe, damage.
Is that a dexterity saving
Yes.
throw? All right.
It's 15.
All right. So the earth begins to rumble, and then all these rocks and whatnot. Nope. That is nope. And 11.
Team Rocket's blasting off again.
And I roll for damage. Right?
Yes, you roll for
Can I have
damage.
one more d12?
Meanwhile, fucking the army dudes, they're like right up here on the path, like
10.
laughing.
We got 10, 11, and 9. So 20,
Right.
30. Fucker. I hope it
Okay.
hurts.
You see, like, it kind of gets crushed a little bit by some of the rocks that come up, and it's making this, like, horrible mixture scream of, like, human and some kind of dog creature.
Good. Hope it hurt.
Are you doing anything else?
She's just gonna back up just a little bit.
Okay.
And kind of change direction to face it a little bit more.
So did you say it was higher up now? Did it get?
No, it's just kind of like pushing rocks and whatnot out of the way, and that
For
is.
some reason I thought it was like a pillar. That...
Oh no. All right. Iolite.
I would like to turn to it and cast Entangle.
Nice.
Okay. That's probably the same amount, right? Is it a 20-foot cube?
Oh, wait. Yes. Okay, 20 foot. It's a strength save.
Strength
14.
Saving throw. Wow. Rolled a 2. So you watch all the vines that curl around it. It's incapacitated, right? Grappled.
Yeah. Nice.
You get my other grapple.
It's restrained.
Restrained. Okay. All right. Anything else that you are doing? As the vines wrap around its body?
It doesn't take an attack of opportunity if it's restrained, or does it?
It does. It
It
still
does.
gets it.
Restrained
It's
attacks
just-
at disadvantage.
Yeah, it's just disadvantage.
I'll try it.
You're gonna back away?
from it, so I would love to go like behind Eldon, like
Okay.
back with Ayla. Keep adding more hoops
All
to this
right.
thing.
It's gonna just falls over. Weight of all of its spells and hexes.
So many things wrong.
It
with
is
me.
going to try to get you as you back away, you back away and you look into its eyes and you see again, this like mixture of human understanding, but this like bestial instinct to just lash out.
Oof.
So that is it's going to make a claw attack. And that's a natural 1. So, and
All the bad
Get
rolls are
itself
going
in the
that
eye.
way, which I'm
and an
not mad about.
18. So,
Silvery barbs.
no, it's
No,
not.
no,
That
no.
was
it's-
disadvantage.
Oh.
But
I was just saying what the other roll was. It was an 18.
Thought that was like a.
So you back away and, all right. It is going to, from its like constrained and angry spot here, it is an action for it to try to get out. It's not going to do that. It is going to, you see, like it just goes, ah, and like this green gas just comes out of it,
Awesome.
splattering like little bits of acid and whatnot out from it. Within 10 feet of it, which
God,
I
you're
believe
always getting
is
gassed on.
Only
I was like, I
in
just said to
melee.
him, wished you moved, didn't you?
Yeah,
Only
I'm
melee.
really glad I moved.
Let me just double check. Where's my straight edge?
The straight ruler?
Yeah,
Little guys.
find anything. No,
Can't
no
find
one
anything
else
on
is
this goddamn table.
No one else is within 10 feet of him. Kai, you must make a Constitution saving throw. 14.
Let's use this.
Oh, right.
I like that you can actually use the D20 on there though. You have the 2 sets.
Oh, I rolled the exact same thing.
Fuck.
That is an 11.
Okay. You are going to take 21 points of poison damage, and you are poisoned for 1 minute.
Jesus.
So you all watch as Kai just like yells out this green. You'd seen it before, but with it constrained, like it tries to like reach out and it just can't. So instead, it just lets loose the rage in the form of a poison cloud.
It's like a friggin' epic fart.
Yeah,
It's just like a nasty
Rage
fart
fart.
cloud.
All right, that's all it's got. So we're at the top of the round.
I'm going to cast Fairy Fire on it.
Okay.
So, same thing. 20 foot. So, only it gets it. It needs to make a dex save of 15.
Doesn't automatically fail if it's restrained.
Yeah, it may automatically fail.
That's what I was hoping for.
Restrained. It might not. That I feel like restrained.
Might be disadvantage.
So, restrained. We've got speed 0, can't benefit. Attack rolls have on it have advantage, and it has disadvantage, and it has disadvantage on dex saves.
Oh wait, attack rolls have advantage on it?
Yes.
I'm not wasting this then.
Well, you already said it.
Ah,
You can't take that back
fine.
after I tell you.
After you hear the fine print,
Yeah.
you can't take it back after.
She's already started the dice
It was
sheet.
worth
already
a shot, though. It was worth
Doesn't
trying to
matter.
slip
I was
that
gonna.
fast.
This only God gets advantage on it. Fuck it, whatever. Well, I'll waste a second spell slot.
Did that just give you a stroke? What just happened?
It got a.
He just
What was it? It was got an 11.
It's failed, but it didn't fucking matter.
Okay.
I just still wasted a spell slot.
All right. So, what's the damage?
There's no damage.
The
It's just,
next attack has advantage.
Oh, okay,
it's just
gotcha.
glowing blue. No, it has advantage for as long as I hold the concentration.
Oh, it's
So
not
all
just the first
attacks
one?
on it
Oh,
have
nice.
advantage?
That's not a waste. Everyone's got
I know.
advantage.
It's already restrained, or everyone already has advantage on it.
You might get out.
You never know.
All right. Next up, we have Eldon. Or are you moving or anything, or are you just standing there?
Not unless one comes out from behind me.
Okay.
Don't give her ideas. Just do what I do.
Okay.
Hit it with.
The day you see me up close to a monster is the day I've been possessed by something.
I'm going to
Courage.
use a broadhead arrow. I'm going
Something
to.
I don't have, yes.
I have Hunter's Mark, and I will use Therahtrix. He has an extra 1d6 of acid.
Ah.
Okay.
So 18 plus 9 to hit.
That hits.
These are all. That's a. I was rolling a d6 last time. I should have been rolling a d8. That's 5. That's 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 points of damage. I really need to count on my fingers.
Okay. One arrow slides in again, finding its way between the vines, and it lands.
I'll do it again. 17 plus 9.
That hits.
This time I don't get to use Theratrix's. Whose was it? Just Hunter's Mark on the arrow. That's 6, yes. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 points of damage.
Nice.
17. Okay, you, as the second arrow lands, you notice that, like, it kind of, like, screams out, and then as you had seen in the past, out when you were fighting these creatures outside of Mosswick, that greenish blast, it kind of, like, just starts to permeate out, and it now around it has a poison aura within 5 feet of it.
Okay.
It's just kind of shrouded in this poisonous aura. All right. Are you moving or doing anything other than?
Theratrix will move a little bit closer. As long as Theratrix agrees to it.
He does.
I'm gonna do what you tell me to do, Dad.
All right, Kai, at the beginning of your turn,
Turned
because
into
you are
Teenage Groot.
close to the creature, I need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
I was hoping we were gonna kill it this turn.
That's a fail.
Okay, you take another 7 points of poison damage.
We all have a free nat 20 from last time, also, I believe.
Yes.
Do we all?
I think that was what you
I
did.
know. I've written down. I have 2.
You have two.
Yeah, but that's because Grim gave you one too.
All right, what are you doing on your turn?
Well, I was gonna hit with my sword, but I can't keep getting hit by that aura. So Kai, being in the poison mist, he's gonna make a fist and shoot his arm down, and when he does, a purple, almost lightning bolt looking thing is going to strike right where he was as he disappears
Okay.
and reappears right here. That's Thunder Step.
Okay.
So that's a Constitution saving throw.
It's Misty Step, but loud.
And it deals damage.
That's cool. That is a 25.
Alright, so it takes half damage.
What kind of throw did it have to make? A Constitution?
Yeah.
Off his thunder damage.
10, 18, 27, 30 points of thunder damage. And as a bonus action, I will use Maddening Hex, which is... how much is that?
Is it 30 or is it half a 30?
Excuse me, yes, it was half of 30.
Oh, half of 30?
Yeah,
Okay.
it made the save.
Sorry, I should have kept my mouth shut, but...
Figure out Maddening Hex. Another 3 points of psychic damage.
Okay. Oops.
in its language, it's just like, I just wanted to say hello. This is how we do it where I'm from.
This is my habitat you have encroached upon.
Well, whoever
It's
this
getting
used
hit
to
by
be.
rocks, held down by vines.
It's getting hexed.
It's got two different types of curse, and you just like fucked with its mind.
And whoever it used to be is just in there screaming, "Help me!
I'm in here.
This hurts!"
Stop blowing holes in my body.
All right. Anything else?
That's action and bonus, and the only thing I'm gonna do is just so that we're not all bunched up. I still have full movement.
That is in the middle of the trees.
Oops.
So,
I thought
I climbed a tree.
You are.
I thought
in
it
the
was
canopy.
just like I thought it was just brush.
so, okay. Was that you running over there, or?
We could just retcon teleport.
Okay, you teleported over there. Okay, just confirming. Because as that happens, you see
Always two there are.
yeah.
Travel in packs. Or pairs. Maybe.
They move in herds. They do move in herds.
Oh. You did roll a challenging encounter.
You son of a bitch.
Ooh.
You're not allowed to roll those.
Who's rolling privileges?
That's what I've been
You
saying.
can roll the weather.
You know what? I forgot we had that extra D20 because I would have used that just to see what would have happened if she allowed me. My luck, I would have rolled a 1. So.
So, you notice. It's actually right here.
What the fuck?
Oh,
A
no.
shrouded individual in the darkness there begins to whisper.
For that you shall perish.
Here to avenge Bob.
And I don't have one of these little cuties.
We had coffee plans.
Oops. You hear the whispering, and I would say probably Iolite, Ayla. Iolite and Ayla, like, you look over, and there in the green is a shrouded figure, very similar to the one that you had seen. And he's whispering, or they are whispering. And you see, oh, I want to choose something good. Sorry, 1 second. As they are summoning something into existence.
Stop it. Stop.
That is not a good thing to do.
Please don't.
It's a big bad.
Oh no, I have to
Big.
roll. Who wants to roll for me?
Not me. Nuh-uh.
Go ahead.
Cuba, it's your
roll.
turn.
Roll a d6.
Hey, Cuba, don't fuck this up like I did.
5.
5 horrors emerge from the jungle.
more horrible creatures.
All right. Let
I
me
mean,
see what it is
we
that
can
you
always just run.
pulled up.
Guys, wait up. Army guys. We're coming.
You should have just stayed at the hippie town. I hope this dude just teleports in, brings a monster, and then just teleports out so he can't bring any more. This is
I'm
like,
sure that's what he'll do.
leave us alone now.
He's like, everything in moderation.
Yeah.
And, off I go.
Exactly represents what I want. But this will be close enough. As you see a black swirl that appears right next to you, Iolite. And
Yeah.
a brain
Ugh.
with the legs and arms of a maybe like a dog or something, small creature just appears next to you. And
A brain with little dog
Brain,
legs.
brain puppy?
it's basically a brain
You got a
puppy.
squishy
Yes.
pink brain puppy now. That's our new pet.
Oh.
It's like this.
Just you carrying this around this.
This is
mushy-
one of those like abominations where you're
I have
like,
a pet now, too.
ah.
How about that?
Okay.
It eats my dreams at night, but it's okay. He's my best buddy.
Okay. Immediately, it is, well, it doesn't look at you because it doesn't have eyes, but
Googly
Iolite,
eyes.
I need you to roll an intelligence saving throw.
Oh shit! It's not what I think it is it?
Want to
Probably.
share with the class?
No, because I don't want to scare you if I'm wrong.
You have to tell me now.
Mm-mm.
My husband did not say to scare me.
18.
Okay. Let's hope.
It is your job as my husband to not scare me.
Okay. You feel something trying to permeate into your brain. And you look
Yeah, that's
down
what I
at
think it
this
is.
thing.
Tell me
and
it won't matter.
this
Nothing will save us now.
walking brain is you can tell that that's what's trying to get into your but
Whatever
you
you
like
can do.
push it out
Those
like
spells,
no and then like you
whatever
push
you can.
out this influence and you are okay. And that is this this guy is actually going to pull himself back into the brush. And I'm gonna make a roll to see if you would be able to see him. He's back in the woods, like you can tell like where he is,
Okay.
though he's in the darkness.
Just, I guess.
Okay. Ayla, it's your turn.
Oh, okay. I'd like to, I think, Misty Step.
Okay.
Away from that.
Okay.
Krang.
Yeah. And I can do like a leveled spell for an action still if I do Misty Step, right? It's not like one of those.
Misty Step is. Oh,
What is
well,
it,
how are you
spell?
doing, Misty Step?
Like as a bonus action.
Misty Step's a second level spell.
Yeah, so unless you're doing
okay.
it.
Oh yes, it is leveled spell then.
yeah.
Okay. So then it would have to be like a cantrip.
I thought for
Okay.
some reason that you had that.
Hmm?
I thought you had.
Unless you
free
had
use of
like
that.
a thing that allowed you to do it.
It doesn't
Without.
use a spell slot because it's like because I have the Fey touched feet.
Yeah.
So I get it once with no spell slot usage.
Right. It's still an action, and it's still or
It's a bonus.
It's a bonus action, but
and it's still
it's
a level
spell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just checking. Then I will do a cantrip. I'll do Frostbite,
Okay.
which is a con save.
Who are you doing that against?
Oh, I'm gonna do it at the little brain
A
guy.
little nibbler.
Oh, brain puppy.
All right, and that was
Brain
sorry. It was a
puppy.
Constitution.
brain puppy?
Constitution
Smushy brain,
14.
brain puppy. Where the, if you were gonna draw it like a cartoon, the you know the
picture a
folds
pug.
of the brain.
Yeah.
Two of them will open up and be like the little jowls of like a bulldog.
Yeah, I was thinking, I was picturing like a brain pug.
Yeah, and the little
Is what I was
brain, the
thinking.
brain stem would wag. You know?
Little
Nope,
wagon
that
dog.
is
Yeah,
three.
it does a little- Did you?
And
You got it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So
Sorry, me and
2
Julie were being silly.
Quit being silly gooses over there. 2d6
We'll
cold.
try to
Just a
refrain it.
couple of silly geeses.
Keep it silly geese.
4 points of
Four
cold
points
damage.
of cold damage. Okay.
Worst case of fucking. Never mind.
Oh, it doesn't
I was gonna call it. What is it? Brain freeze. Jesus
Never
Christ,
mind.
that just.
I'm sorry.
I just had a
forgot
brain
to
freeze.
make concentration checks. Do you remember what that first amount of damage was? It like 20.
20.
21.
Let's see.
believe
It
it
says
was
it right
21.
here because I didn't roll. 21.
So I have to make half that.
A 10. Yeah.
Yeah, natural 19, and then the other one was 7, so
7,
I need
yep.
at least a 10. It's a 12. Okay, so I maintain concentration.
Perfect.
Brain Puppy also has disadvantage on its next attack.
Okay.
I so
'Cause
just
it's
want that to
cold.
stick. Right? It's a brain puppy now. Whatever cool, scary name you had for it, it's now a brain puppy.
All right. Next up, we
Squishy. I just want to
have
like pet it and hear go.
the beast. So
Like, it's
the
gross, but it
beast
would
that
get
is
cute eventually.
entangled over there. Does it take damage, or that was just a one-time on? Yeah, erupting earth, or it's just rough terrain. I think afterwards. I'll let you look that up while I figure out what he's going to do. Okay, he is going to try to break out of the entanglement. What DC? Is it a 15?
Yeah, it's just difficult terrain.
Okay.
For Entangle, it's 14.
Natural 1.
Oh dang!
That's a natural 1. You can see it screaming and like pulling against the entanglement. It's almost like a part of it as you're looking that it's like it doesn't want to get out of it, but it does. Like something is fighting. It's fighting against itself. Ayla, we're at the top of the round.
Can you get me a 40-foot cube?
No, I don't have one.
We have everything but 40-foot square.
Actually, I think I do have a 40-foot tube. Hold on. I'm pretty sure. No, this is a 30-foot, so 40 foot is bigger than this.
Would you say a 40-foot would get him and him?
What are you trying to do? Ooh.
I'm just trying to get all three. So 40 foot is another, what, inch bigger than this?
No, it's 2 inches.
2 inches.
Hold on. Where's my?
Oh, there's
Oh, there's a straight edge.
right in front of us.
All right, so this, so you're trying to cast it. This is 30. This is another. All right, so 30, 40.
Need a 40-foot square.
Hold on.
Put that on the Christmas list for
I
next year.
know,
40
right?
foot square.
I thought we had everything.
So do it here. Yeah, I'm gonna say it catches it. As
Nice.
long as their whole bodies were. So what are you trying to do?
Okay. So if I get all of them, I am going to cast slow.
Okay.
I'm going to drop Fairy Fire for
Okay.
concentration, and I cast slow. They
All
need.
right.
They all need to make a Wisdom save of 15.
All right. And slow, you get to choose who you want.
Yes, any allies will not be affected by this.
All right. So this is Wisdom 15. All right. For the beast, that's a 12. And for the cultist, let me just double
I have a
check.
feeling the brain is going to pass. I mean, it'd have high wisdom.
Well, you'd think it'd have high intelligence, maybe not high wisdom, but...
Nope, that is 10. So they are
Don't
both
worry.
affected by slow. What does that do?
What about the brain?
Oh, the brain.
Wasn't that the one
Don't forget the brain.
Wasn't it the one that you just...
No, that was the
Oh,
cultist.
the whole cultist was in there, too?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, wow.
Nope, they all failed.
Okay.
Nice.
They all their speed is halved. They take -2 penalty to AC and dexterity saving throws. They can't use reactions. On their turn, they can either take an action or a bonus action, but not both.
Okay.
And they can't make more than one melee or ranged attack during its turn. If a creature attempts to cast a spell at the casting time of one action, roll a d20. On an 11 or higher, the spell doesn't take effect until the creature's next turn, and the creature must use its action on that turn to complete the spell. If it can't, the spell is wasted.
Okay.
Oh my god.
And they can do the save again at the end of each of their turns.
All right, sounds good.
There's a lot of stuff there.
Okay.
We got them all in there, so.
You see them all like start to slow down their bodies, like even as the one entangled, it's like trying to rip, and then all of a sudden it goes, and it's like trying to tear at the vines and everything, but in slow motion.
And I am going to move away from this little fucker.
Okay.
And it can't use its reaction on me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It doesn't get any reactions.
No reactions.
Okay. Okay.
I'm just gonna head back down the path of the town. Do I have any? Actually, I have do I have any bonus actions I can use? Because that was my action.
Haven't you done enough?
No, never.
Never enough.
You know what? Hold on. Is that a level? What level spell is that?
Oh, there's a catch in there.
No, she's gonna...
That is a level 3.
How close are you? 60 feet. As you go to cast this spell.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
Counter spell.
Ugh.
I'm countering
As your reaction?
counter.
All right.
Playing Magic, but with the blue decks.
Well, guess what? That was my last spell slot.
It's like I only got 3.
It was worth it.
2. I only got 2.
He goes to whisper, and then you see like it's almost like it cuts through his whisper to counterspell.
Kai just turns.
All right, Ayla. Anything else?
Oh, yeah, I was looking at bonus actions, wasn't I? Why the fuck not? I'll see if this works.
Famous last words.
I'm going to use my Mantle of Majesty, which allows me to cast... Oh, I don't know if this will work, actually. It allows me to cast Command without a spell slot. That's the same thing that we ran into with Misty Steps, so I don't think this will
Yeah,
work.
you need
Yeah,
an
no,
action
it
for
has to.
that.
Yeah, it has to be an action.
Alright, never mind.
Okay. Alrighty, we've got next up Eldon.
Okay. Am I close? I can't take reactions, and I don't think I'm close enough to it, anyways.
You can. You're not.
You're
affected.
fine. You're not affected
Right,
by
but
slow.
I meant it can't take.
Oh yeah.
And plus, I'm still 5 feet away. This way. And I'll just take my attacks. I don't have advantage, you said, because you dropped the fairy fire, right?
You do, because
because
it's
it's
still
restrained.
tangled up.
Right? Entang.
It is entangled.
Okay, so,
So
that
you
is
have
advantage.
yeah.
I thought it was advantage because of the fairy fire. 19, which for me is actually a crit, which is nice. It was gonna be the usual, like I did last time, the broadhead arrow, all that. So. Okay. Take these out of the
Roll
way.
double the dice. Double the dice. You crit.
Yeah, don't we roll them and roll them again? I can't. All right. Well, then, can I borrow
What do you need?
a
What do you need?
D-
Come on.
I need a D8 from somebody, and I need D6s. I want one from everybody. Pass me a D6. This is the most dice I've.
Chair keeps cracking.
Oh shit!
Oh, you got a stacker.
All right, Pat.
Take it away.
11, 13, 18, 23, 24, 27.
Nice.
27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. 32 points of damage. Do you need the breakdown on acid and...
Is there any fire damage in there?
No.
No.
Okay. All right, now I gotta figure out where these all go.
Another one with the harp.
Did you already grab yours?
Yes, I grabbed mine.
The harp would make sense.
The white one's mine.
What's the symbol on it? Oh, that's cool too.
Whoops. Dice envy, I think.
It's a lion.
It's a lion.
And then I'm gonna do it again. Hopefully I'll be asking those dice back from me again. Nope. 13 plus 9.
Okay, that hits.
This one doesn't get Theratrix's. It does get the arrow. It does get the hunter's mark. And the arrow it's... 5 and 5 is 10, plus 3 is 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 points of damage.
Okay. All right, more arrows sink into this creature's body as it's screaming on the in
This
the.
fucking thing will
Entombment.
die.
Kai. You at it?
Alright.
I already summoned him as...
I see that Eldon has pretty much got the beast on lockdown. I am poisoned, but I will still attempt to shoot the spellcaster with Eldritch Blast. So it's is poison just skill checks or attacks and skill checks?
I'm pretty sure it is also attacks, but let me just double check. Poisoned, 5E. We've got attack rolls and ability checks. Also, you all are kind of like in this greenery here, so he's like difficult to see.
So he's like half cover.
He's got a decent amount of cover.
Blast the shit out of that brain.
I have disadvantage no matter who.
Oh. Okay. Well, there you go.
One of these was a natural 20.
Oh,
But the other one's a natural 18.
nice.
Okay.
So 24 to hit.
That hits.
Cuts right through that brush. Like a sniper.
It's 6 points of force damage. And blast number 2. 15 to hit. Oh no, wait, that's a 9. Yeah, 15.
That hits.
Oh, nice. I wasn't expecting that. That's another 5 points of force damage.
Okay. All right. Did you say that action spells are 2 actions, basically?
On a d20 roll, 11
sorry.
or higher. Oh, for
For the slow.
slow.
They can only take an action or a bonus action, not both.
Right, but to cast a spell, it was
Oh.
that
You roll a
it's
d20 on an 11 or higher, you have to wait for the next turn.
Right.
Okay. When you said 11, because that's how much the damage was. I
Oh.
thought you were saying that it was 11.
I
Okay.
will also bonus action Maddening Hex for another 3 points of damage to the beast.
Okay. All right. Kai's turn is done, and it is Kethra.
Hey. Alright, I'm going to cast Conjure Animals and
Okay.
conjure 2 brown bears. One here and one there, and then I'm going to wild shape into a cave bear.
Kethra just needs to walk around with like a
Just a
bear
bunch of
hide.
bears.
Just
She
like
belongs
Bunch
to the
of
bear
bear.
club.
Bunch of bears. B.O.B. Bob.
Bunch of bears.
I only have 2 bears.
Clearly
more
not enough
bear.
Well, good thing you didn't.
bears.
Good thing you didn't summon the 4 black bears like you talked about.
Or the 8 wolves that I could have done.
So this is a bear. And that's a bear. And this is a bear too.
That's Kethra bear.
That's good.
Kethra's an even bigger
Bears are looking at this brain like,
Now I'm even bigger now. Like, yeah. Oh, yeah. And the bear's like
Alright.
licking his chops. Like, can I eat that?
Do your summoned
me.
creatures get an initiative roll, or do they go?
That's a good question.
Because the spellcaster
Actually-
back there in the red robes is suddenly just like, what? Wait, what?
Oh, shit.
I didn't know they could do that.
They do not, but before I wild shape, I just look at both of them and tell them, kill the fuckery. Kill them. And then I wild shape because they just listen to my commands. So they do whatever I want them to do.
All right.
it's like, wait, specify.
I know, right?
So let's see.
We're not the fuckery. We're not the fuckery.
I don't know if Kai has it set up, but like, what is it? It's like summon demons or something like that. It's a warlock spell where you can like summon little goblin demon things.
Yeah.
But they will attack everybody.
Yeah, there's only like you create
If
like
you remember,
a
Chiron actually
a
did
little
that.
like safe space.
Remember,
Well, you guys are
remember-
safe because it says that you're safe from anything. My party is safe from them.
Oh, it's
They won't
okay,
bother you.
allies. Remember, Chiron did that. Chiron Stridrifter.
Oh yeah.
He like summoned weird little goblin creatures.
yeah.
I don't remember everything, but
But I remember that random thing.
Is this summon creature?
Conjure animals.
Conjure animal.
I have a rating
I remember
if you
because
want it.
Annie did it playing Whoopi.
It's easier for you. And obviously,
Did
my
Twitch. I don't think you
my
played
erupting
the
earth is
blood
gone too.
Okay.
one.
Because it's concentration.
Here, I'll just grab it here.
Yeah, you call them Twigfoots.
Okay, so
The-
conjure
the
animals.
monsters. Yeah,
choose one of the
she
following
cast
options.
little demon things and that.
yeah, because we were joking about them being Bigfoots, and I said Twigfoot
Yeah.
because they were like weird plant.
They're plant big feet.
Yeah, that worked so well too. Who doesn't love a good bad pun?
Oh, it is a roll initiative for some creatures.
They obey any verbal commands. If you don't issue one, then they defend themselves. Each beast, the DM has the creature's statistics. At higher levels, you cast a spell. It doesn't say when they go.
I think it just said it does say roll initiative for summon creatures as a group, which
Oh,
has its
okay.
own turns. Okay.
Okay, cool. All
I
right,
just did not
perfect.
see that before.
Okay, so you can roll initiative. These are bears.
1.
They're, you know,
8.
I think
bad
you do
and
it.
clean
You
up.
do. It's like
Yeah,
yeah,
as a
one
group,
for.
so they-
Was
they
that
both
a
roll the
brown
same.
bear?
Yes,
That
they're
you-
both
they're
brown
both
bears,
brown.
and then I'm the king.
It's okay. It just means that you got some.
Alright,
You know
so
what?
their initiative
You
is
were
one.
second last to the initiative, or were you up higher? I can't remember.
Bear.
I
She's
was like in the
second
middle.
to last.
Yeah, I was like
It goes
second to
Kethra,
last.
me,
Damn.
now.
Are
Because if you were up
you,
higher, it'd be cool 'cause you
moving?
someone up higher than someone down low.
Catherine's just gonna do this and block Kai.
Okay.
Because she doesn't trust that thing.
All right. It is now the
Trust whatever that brain
cultist's
is.
turn.
That bear of mine is just waiting to rip it to pieces.
11 or higher was a bad thing.
Yes.
Okay. They are going to just use their entire action to disappear into the woods.
Their
They're-
movement is halved.
Yeah, they're gonna go another 15 feet into the brush and go. You could go after them to try
Getting
to
away.
figure out if they're still there, but for now you can't see them anymore. And
Have made a terrible mistake.
this little brain.
He goes back. He's like, everything was under control. Suddenly, fucking bears. Bears everywhere.
They came out from under the logs.
bears came out of fucking
Bears on
nowhere.
a tropical island. This is just somehow.
What is that?
Just wicked PTSD. I see them every time I close my eyes.
Okay, so this little guy
Little fella. Little brain puppy.
is going to.
Just sounds so wrong. Brain puppy.
Hey, I said it. You're the one who
But
thought
it's
of
so
that, though.
great, though. It's so great, but it sounds so wrong.
It has disadvantage also on its attack. Okay.
It's gonna attack
Just
me.
because I saw the ruler like really close to me, and so I just figured I'd just say it. in case.
Oh, it's-
That brown bear is going to take an attack of opportunity on the.
What if it just eats it?
and then dies from this eating tainted brain dog.
Hey, it's not
It
me, so
takes
it's
an
okay.
attack.
As long as it's the right bear that eats me.
Right.
It's not the albino bear.
big old
We're
white
good.
one.
That's a natural 20 if it has advantage. Because it's slowed, right?
Yeah,
All right. The bear gets a natural 20.
I think, right?
All right,
The
bear.
game rolls for the bear. Good job, bear.
It
Good
takes
job,
a
Bear.
-2 penalty
Good
to
bear.
AC and dexterity saving throws. So I don't think there's any advantage here, actually. No, there's it's
Oh.
it's a negative
I'm
2 to
gonna roll.
AC and dex saves. So no, it doesn't. That's not advantage.
Okay. That still hits. And that is a 1d8.
That's how Max eats now. I have to like beg her to eat, and when she does, she goes, hop. He's a little.
It is going to face Iolite again. I need you to make another intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. You say so.
Intelligence.
Yes.
14.
Okay.
Remember, you have that other. Don't you have your?
I
natural?
well, I know. I'm like, is that
Yeah.
enough?
You have your
is that
inspired thing.
I
if
don't
you-
know if it's enough yet. You know,
Sorry.
I might use my nat 20. I'm really
Sorry,
scared of this
I
thing.
was
I
gonna say,
don't know what it is, but I'm really scared of it. Can I use my nat 20 for that?
You can.
If you
the
must.
bitterness in that. Yeah.
All right. So you feel it
guess.
again. It kind of like crawls up to you, still staying about outside of your ability to hit. Like it gets
It's got
smacked from
10-foot
behind
range.
by this bear, but and you see it like kind of carves into the brain matter that is its body, and then it just stops in your direction. You feel it trying again, but you just push back against it. Okay. That is its turn. Let me just double check. One last
Punt that thing over the tree line.
We'll go with it.
All right. And
Right between
yes,
the bears.
that is it.
Between the bears.
Ayla, it is now your turn.
Okay.
Punt that thing.
Punt that thing
back
to
to the
punch,
bear.
please.
Oh, don't I get to make rolls?
Yeah, at the end of its turn, it can make another wisdom saving throw to end this effect on it.
Oh, okay. Hold on then, because I didn't do that for the cultist first. So that was at the end of its turn. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that's with cultist and that's cocked. What's the save?
Wisdom 15.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Is the cultist back? He's like, I'm not slow anymore.
All right, Iolite. Sorry about that.
That is like out of melee with me, right? It's not.
It's not within 5 feet. Yeah.
Okay. Then I would like to cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I know what's going to happen.
16.
That hits. Awesome.
I have a D4. 12 points of radiant damage.
Okay, how do you want to
Yay.
destroy
Yay.
this creature?
Oh,
Pig
brainy.
dog
I want
dead.
to punch
Pig
it
dog,
over
brain
the
dog.
tree line. Magically. Like the guiding bolt hits it, and it kind of hits it at the bottom, so it like just puts a little
Flies
backspin
out.
on it, and it just goes over the tree line.
There's a couple like bent branches.
Skull.
All right, you see it go, and it is lit up because that's what guiding bolt does.
Yes.
You
Oh,
watch
yeah.
as it goes. As
Looks
far
like a
as-
shooting star.
Oh.
It's a shooting star.
It's like, what is it, like the toilet or something? Or the toilet seat from Christmas Vacation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that worked out so perfectly.
The Santa. You look over at that blood-starved beast that is stuck within the entangled mass, and it like sees that, and then it just lets out this scream of anger, frustration, sadness. Yes, in slow motion. And it's just screaming very slowly. Oh well. All right. Any movement or?
No, I'm good. I'll stay right here. My work
Wipe-
here is done.
Wiping
So-
the brain matter from your boot.
Okay. It
Could have been
is
friend's brain puppy.
the
Could have had a familiar too.
Bloodstarved
Summon brain
beast's
puppy.
turn. Gonna try again to bust out of that. Disadvantage. Sorry, I can't keep track of all the things. Slow. Disadvantage on what? Strength? Yes or no?
Hold on, let me find it again. No, there's no disadvantage at all. I
Okay.
guess.
It's gonna try to break out of the entanglement. 15. 14. Strength.
Yes, yeah.
That is a 14 exactly. So
Oh.
yes.
Um,
Actual error.
I would like to use my something new thing that I don't know how to use. Cosmic Omen.
Okay.
I rolled an odd number this morning when I woke up, when Iolite woke up. So I get to roll a d6 and subtract that number from your roll.
How often? Like, is this like an action you do once a day?
It's a reaction I can do 3 times in one day.
Holy
Gotcha.
nice.
All right.
That is a 3.
Okay, you took away the 3 that I have for my plus. So it tries to break free, and you see it almost tearing through, but as you look at it, there's just something about your, like, you strengthen, almost like the energy flows from your shard and just like strengthens that binding, and it cannot do. Okay. The bear that is next to it is gonna take.
It can. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say it can do its try to wisdom save, but I forgot that. There's moving parts.
Oh yes, no, I'll do the wisdom save right now. 'Cause
Well, that's
that
the end
was-
of the turn.
It's the end of its turn. Yeah. It's at the end of its turn. This is the beginning of the bear's turn. So we've got.
okay.
It was a wisdom save. What was it? 15.
Yes.
That is a 14 plus 1. So it is no longer slowed. The bear.
Boo.
Hey, that came in pretty fucking handy.
Yeah, it did. The bear has to make a DC 14 con save. That's a natural 20. It is
Good bear.
fine. As it just kind of like breathes in. It's like breathes in the poison aura,
fart
and then
will-
it's
fart will
going
crawl out.
to. It's gonna go ahead and do its multi-attack.
A real wise picture of
bite
this bear going.
and
Kick me in the Jimmy.
claws.
Come on.
So we'll
Do
do
it. It's
blue
like,
for
"Do it
bite
again."
and purple for
God,
claws.
that coat was
Oh,
cool,
those
right?
suck.
Yeah.
4 into 3.
Oh, that does suck.
That was bad. So it breathes it in. It's like, yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
It tries to swipe at it, but
You're
it
right,
does not.
buddy. You're right.
And then the other one comes stomping over.
Yes. The other one, there's nothing else there, so yeah, it's gonna
It's
come
just
running over.
Kethra and the 3 bears. It's just me.
And
the
it's
three
going
bears.
to multi-attack. That is slightly better. The bite is a number that will hit.
Man, this poor, pathetic beast.
It's having a day.
Picked the wrong
He's-
group to fuck
yeah,
with.
he
He really
was like,
did.
oh, some easy meat.
The bite hits.
Not
and that
today.
is my D8. 3 plus.
This isn't like under 20 seconds this happened to him.
Okay.
Yeah. He's like, I'm hungry. How are you? What are you guys? And then just bears.
We're bears. Okay. And then it is Ayla's turn.
There's plenty of bears and warriors over here. I don't need to shoot anything at that. I'm gonna come over here.
That's going to be difficult terrain in there as well.
That's
I'm
what
gonna
this
come over
episode
here,
should be
Yep.
called.
and
is
I'm gonna
Subtle
cast
Bears.
Speak with Plants over here.
Okay.
I'm just gonna ask them where this guy went.
Okay. How does speak with plants work?
I just cast it within 30 feet. I imbue plants within 30 feet with limited sentience and animation, giving them the ability to communicate with you and follow your simple commands. You can question plants about events in the spell's area within the past day, gaining information about creatures that have passed, weather, and other circumstances. I can also make difficult terrain, a come and go, and various planty things, but I'm just asking.
Okay.
The
Is it one
plants
action to cast?
It is one action.
Okay.
They'll last 10 minutes.
Yes. So you are, for your action and bonus action, asking the plants where he went.
Is it a bonus action to ask the plants?
Well, you're going to cast the spell, and then you have to talk to them, right?
Sure.
Just asking if that's what you have to, the action is to cast the spell.
I'm not a bear. Alright? So
All right, the
Fighting
action.
bears right now.
if this guy is hiding behind this bush, I want to know. I want the bush to tell me.
Okay.
Turns into a big green arrow.
We're gonna say, for the purposes of this, the plants kind of like whisper back to you that that the creature that the humanoid that they had seen here is within the brush and moving away.
Okay. Thank you, plants.
Okay. Anything else? Well, that was your action and bonus action.
Kill that thing. The cloaked one is moving away from us.
Okay, Eldon. You have your marching orders. From Ayla, just now.
Oh.
Not from me.
I was like, wait, what did I miss?
Go ahead, kill it. Hurry up.
Yeah. No, just, it's still restrained, so it's still advantage on it.
No, it broke free.
No, it didn't
Oh,
break free
it's not.
because the cosmic.
Because I
right,
wrote
right,
it.
right.
So it is still.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's 11 plus 9. Or 19.
That does not hit. Just kidding. I'm hilarious.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Plus 5 is 17. Right?
I'm sorry.
12 plus 5,
12
17.
plus 5
yeah.
is 17.
She's way more spell slots than I feel like I should have in this fight. This
Eldon,
simple
describe
walking
the
down road
demise
Yes.
of the poor, restrained, emaciated, screaming, blood-starved beast.
I'm in a fine case of emotion. It's just gonna sink one right into its face.
Okay.
And Eldon feels like a pang of sadness when it happens, because we could tell these were like former people, right?
There's a pretty... Possibly.
We don't know.
Yeah, you don't
Out of
know.
sight, out of mind.
But moving on. We're not gonna think about it.
It's not a face I recognize.
No, not a face. Not a face.
I think he said like it looked like a skeletal like bottom jaw or something.
Like kind of what you've seen is that there's a face underneath, and the body at first looks like it's like a dog or a wolf or something, but then as you've gotten more familiar with these, it's walking on hands and feet, but it's walking hunched over as if it was an animal and very elongated, so it's got fingers and toes. Yeah. And the hair isn't hair, it's...
He feels like pity and remorse for having to do it, but he does it.
I picture how the Harry Potter movie depicted the werewolf, like
Oh, okay.
Do you remember how like it was like skinny and tall, but like it was like hunched over and it had feet, but like the front paws were almost like hands. Like I always found it really disturbing because it was like a unique depiction of werewolf.
I was just picturing an American werewolf in London,
That's a cool werewolf.
and the hand like starts.
Oh.
So as you put this creature out of its misery, it just slumps down into the vines, kind of almost covering over it. The bears almost look disappointed.
They probably are.
Although,
wanted
As
to
why
do
not?
it.
As he
Lunging.
dies,
I was gonna say, they just start
essence
kicking the shit out of the
flows to Kai. Kai got a little HP back.
Nice,
He
nice,
died.
nice.
How long are the bears with us?
Until I reach 0 hit points, or basically go home.
Can
Yeah, it's like an hour.
We can ride them.
can we ride them for an hour?
I guess. I don't see why not.
Save some walking.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they listen to what
Whatever
you're
I
saying.
tell them, yeah.
I still think that this episode should be called "And Suddenly," like ...
Bears. Why not? It gets quiet as you kind of stop and listen to see if you can make out any sounds of that shrouded figure coming back. You all like
I'll
remain.
ask the plants again because it's still within 10 minutes. And even though it might be out of range because they're plants, they can communicate with plants. So they can.
Yeah, so as you kind of like wait, they eventually come back to you and say that the humanoid creature is not anywhere within their range anymore. Headed off to the east, and then they've lost track.
He has gone off to the east. Fled from us. Where he came from, I have no idea, but for the time being, I don't think we have to worry about him.
One of the plants is like, I wouldn't say that he was fleeing from you. I would say that he was doing like just a brisk walk, but kind of leisurely. Like he
Okay,
wasn't
calm,
really.
calm yourself down. She's saying that to like a big like palm frond.
All right, I guess we shouldn't wait here for very long.
You would think that the military ahead of us would have cleared the road of these things. Kethra, can your friends carry us for a little bit?
And she'll come out of wild shape and go, yeah, go ahead, give it a try.
Good, because I need to sit down for a minute. And he's just going to walk up to one of them, sit down, because he's poisoned.
Oh, yeah. I got rid of a thing that would have gotten rid of that.
It only, I think it's only
like
a minute.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
Yeah. So after a minute or so, you feel that kind of just come out of your system, and you all are able to jump on the backs of these bears and make shorter time of your trip up to Mosswick.
Mosswick town guard with his like binoculars sees like bears with riders
People
coming
riding on bears.
over the horizon on the road.
And within a few minutes of them seeing you, the bears just go bloop, and then you hit the ground and make your fall on your butt
1d4 damage.
and head up to the city. The familiar city, although as you enter it again, you are greeted by guards at the south gate. You walk through the south ward area, and they're just there to double check people coming in, make sure everything's okay. They don't like interrogate you or anything. It's just to make sure that you're people and not monsters.
Are those two guards still there?
There
Or-
were two guards.
I forgot what we called them.
It was Larry and
Samsonite?
Samsonite. Lloyd and Harry Samsonite.
Oh, they're brothers.
And you're let in. One thing that you do notice as you enter into the city is that the decor has changed. Even in the short time since you left the city, you notice that everywhere that you kind of look, people are still decorating, and this would be new to you, Ayla, new to you, Iolite, although Iolite, you haven't been here as long. There's a decor being put up of greens, all different shades of green and gold.
I don't know what that.
You have no idea what that means. This is a new thing as you are making your way to the your new home as you enter the city.
What the fuck is all this?
It's beautiful, but it's different. This isn't a decor that you've seen in the past for the whole city to be doing.
Can I grab a passerby and ask them, "You there, boy? What day is today?"
Hi, sir. It's Christmas Day.
Yeah, you kind of stop some folks that are walking along, and they say, "Oh, it's Ayla Myrea. Ayla Myrea. She's talking to me." You hadn't heard the mayor announced that from the 15th of Glee to the 24th of Glee is a new holiday, Glee's Triumph, to commemorate the battle that occurred outside of the walls and against the monsters, and the heroic deeds that took place that day. I heard that you were part of them.
That was only one attack. Okay. Thank you for your information.
Can you sign this?
I was gonna say she just pulled her shirt
I
down.
take out my quill.
Holds up a boob. Thank you so much.
Is that your first boob?
Oh no, it happens all the
Oh,
time.
you sound boobs all the time.
Yes.
First one I've seen.
She said, Iolite's like, well, now I don't feel so special.
I know.
This is the least.
Oh, you want me to
She's
sign
got
my
three,
boobs?
three or four of them.
She goes to the tattoo artist. Can you make these permanent?
You see on one of the bulletin boards a decree written. It looks, as you go up to the bulletin board and read, it looks like it is the transcript, basically, of what the mayor had said. And you read, "Esteemed citizens of Mosswick, on this day, Glee 18, I stand before you with great pride and gratitude. 3 days ago, on Glee 15, our city faced trials that tested our courage and unity. In the face of adversity, we stood as one, defending our home with valor and determination. Henceforth, let it be known that from this day forward, Glee 15 shall be marked as the start of Glee's triumph, a testament to the unwavering spirit and resilience displayed by the defenders of Mosswick. This 10-day celebration will embody the strength of our community, honoring those who safeguard our city and commemorating our collective triumph over adversity. May this time forever stand as a beacon of hope, a symbol of unity, and a celebration of our city's resilience. Together, let us rejoice in the spirit of Glee's triumph, honoring our defenders and heralding the indomitable spirit that defines our beloved Mosswick." Signed, Mayor Arara O'Fondris.
Oh. There you go. You're all heroes.
Maybe they'll make a statue of us.
No.
I think this is more of placating the masses, keep them docile and not panicked.
It was only one battle. Well, either way.
On the bulletin boards, you also see very prominently displayed the wanted poster for Callie, still at large. You see the wanted for questioning for Duskwing, the vigilante, that you have just seen these posters up.
Duskwing? That does not sound familiar.
She said it a long time ago.
Yeah, you made jokes about it.
Darkwing.
I'm
Tell me you
already.
had to have said a Darkwing.
That was my first thought,
Yeah.
but I was like,
Yep, you did.
Huh. that's why I didn't say it, because then everybody would be like, you
Yeah.
already said that shit.
It's not funny anymore.
Okay, it's
And you... There's a third thing.
Who else has
Duskwing,
the Darkwing duck
Callie,
theme in their head now?
and one other thing I
Darkwing
didn't write down because it was in my head.
Duck.
DM challenges. Nope, that's all I got. Son of a bitch. Oh. And a missing poster. Just a nondescript individual, really, on the missing poster. It's kind of like missing, I'm going to say Eldon. As you read this missing, you're kind of just looking at the notices on the board. You note that the person who they're saying went missing, somebody's brother, went missing on the same day or evening or night that you came across that little girl in the alley.
The doll girl?
Mm-hmm.
Creepy.
That's what you think about. Creepy.
She got him. Jingle.
Didn't get me a Therahtrix.
And it just so happens that you have to walk by that alley that you kind of threw the doggy doll puppers into. And as you're just all walking towards your home, you kind of just glance in the alley. It's along the way. And the puppers doll is not there. Where you kind of like tossed it. Just something.
It's behind you.
Your home is kind of like a
Are we going to the home or are we going to find a smith? That's why we came here, right?
well, I was going to say
Stop
your
at
home is
water
kind
the
of
plants.
yeah, like
You know?
your convening point. So where that was going to be my question is where are you going from here?
To find a...
You're going to go to the Ember Steel Blades.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, was it a specific one?
It
Or...
was,
Okay.
yes. To bring the water.
The special vial.
Special water.
While
Water.
okay.
Has some good H2O.
Some quality H2O.
Water sucks. Gatorade's better.
All right, let's get a map of Mosswick because I can't recall. It doesn't necessarily
Move
matter.
all these bears!
I can't find my goddamn mouse.
I
There
feel
it
really
is.
bad, Julie. I'm sorry about the conjure bears and
No,
then
it's
the
all
thing
good.
died.
Who died?
It's all good.
The thing.
Creature? Oh.
The sad.
Hey, you take your
Sad beast thing.
risks when you cast your spells.
Hey, we got to ride them.
Yeah, that was
It's a good
handy.
point.
So yeah, it made your travels a little bit faster. How about that? And got here an hour earlier.
And nothing else fucked with us.
Fair point.
Yeah.
So
Bear bodyguards.
That was also when the cultist left. He was like, bears, get out of here.
My biggest phobia.
oh, I didn't put this one on here. So, you make an investigation check. Whoever wants to,
I think
With
you're up
advantage.
next.
Am I up?
because I don't have where this even is.
+0. Outstanding. A nat
Oh!
20!
How fucking s-
Been in this
Frickin'
city long enough.
spectacular.
Investigating.
So you ask just kind of like the right person as you're coming up from the south, and I don't have it marked on the map, but they direct you exactly where you need to go. The Ember Steel Blades, which is a well enough known smithy within Mosswick.
So glad I rolled a nat 20 for asking for directions.
So you don't waste any, you go there really quickly, and your
Yeah.
day is like if you can make this conversation happen pretty fast, you should be able to still head up to Echo Haven with sunlight available to you. So you travel through and find that the Ember Steel Blades is fairly close to the Courier's Haven and the Callian Collection behind the Citadel. It's a smaller but well-respected blacksmith that focuses on finely detailed and ornate blades. when you arrive, you can see that, again, it's a smaller establishment. There are a decent number of workers, and you see a young halfling woman who is clearly the proprietor of the place. She is working diligently, as her workers are also all around, and when you come up, she just kind of like wipes whatever she's working on, like, cleans her hands, and then comes up to you all. She has a big smile on her face, looks up at everyone. How can I help you?
Yes, Melchior told us that this would be accepted here.
She reaches up as she says, like, "Oh, Melchior, huh?" And she takes the little vial and swirls it around. From the Green Tides? How's he doing?
He was in good spirits and health when we left this morning.
Oh, you just saw him today.
Yes.
That's great. Yeah, my late husband's dad.
Oh.
That's how we know each other.
Small island.
Yeah, well, he's my father-in-law, so small island. I haven't seen him in a bit, so I'm glad to know that he's doing well down there.
He's taking care of those down in Beachmere.
As he does, he takes care of a lot of folks all around. So what did you do to gain this little trinket?
Oh, you know. We just helped out.
All right. Conversationalists. Okay, well. You must have done something really fabulous, because he has only handed this to me one other time. Are you like a musical theater group, or like more of a mercenary fighting group?
No, that's a bit of both.
At the moment,
No.
really more of a fighting group.
Only one of us is musically inclined.
Oh yeah, which one?
Eldon's gonna pull out his little bird whistle. He's gonna give a little.
Oh. Yes, I can see it. You did a wonderful job this then. That was great. That was great.
Do you want to hear more? I can do
Yes,
more.
I do.
Wasn't expecting that, but okay. We'll give it like a.
Make a performance check.
Yeah. Oh, there's a minus one. It's a 4. It's a 5 minus 1.
She just smiles at you, and she like kind of pats your arm a little bit. That was great.
Mess me up.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. That was my fault. Well, if you are in the need of better weaponry, I can hook you up with some upgrades to more specifically your swords or daggers, or we work with like kind of blade work here, or if you'd like to have something more kind of exquisitely made. And she gestures around, and you see all of these just very ornate and decorative. Some of them are clearly just for decoration, others are more functional. I can give you I would say, she looks around at her workers and is like, everybody take 5. Everyone just take 5, please. And you're doing a great job, everyone. I just need to chat. So you see her people are like, yeah, definitely. They will go take 5. It is a hot day.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
And once they all kind of shimmy out of the room, she puts her stuff up and then leans against one of her counters and looks at the group. So this is a big deal. Melchior doesn't just hand these out, and I won't go into all the details, but he got me through some really hard times, especially after Dalfin died. So I can get you, we'll say 2,000 gold worth of either upgrades, or you can choose something really special off the wall. I don't deal in magical items, but if that is something that you're interested in, I have some connections at the Arcane Forge. It would be not today, but I could have a conversation, and if you let me know what you're in the market for, I can have a chat and find you something.
That is more than generous of you. Those of you that use weapons more than me should probably...
She kind of shows you, these are some of the more decorative ones. I mean, they are expensive, and, you can either use it as decoration in your home. My work is honestly very good. I will proudly proclaim I've worked very hard, and these are sought after.
They are very lovely, but we are in need of practical, not decorative items.
Okay. I have some that are more practical. Can slice through armor, or it just kind of depends on what you're looking for.
Is Kai the only one that uses blades, really?
I have a dagger.
I can, but I don't
I have a
generally.
dagger, that's about it.
I have to use my packed weapon.
You can upgrade if you wanted to, you could upgrade your even daggers to be more effective against certain things. Or you could get upgrades to, or different swords.
And she knows somebody who can do magical items or something?
She has a connection at the Arcane Forge, which is it's more of like a military, arcane, runic type place.
So she could take a weapon and then take it to them and imbue it magically or something? Is that what it is?
It's more like she could probably get something and get it to you. So if you're interested in a particular type of something, it's not necessarily swords or whatever, but she would be able to, if you have something in mind, then she can go try to find. It would be a 1-item thing for that much gold.
Thanks, bye.
So as far as blades, the only people who can really make use of them would be Eldon and Kai.
Yeah.
But Kai has to use his packed weapon to get most benefits, and I usually use my bow. So
We could try to get a magical thing. We could get a fancy thing.
I mean, we could
and
just
sell
all
it someday.
we could all upgrade our
We could upgrade our
knives.
daggers.
Hey, got a $2,000 discount, so
Yeah.
if nobody's gonna get a sword or anything useful, then I'll just upgrade the dagger that I
do
have.
we all just pull out daggers and just
These better.
make them purty?
Oh, maybe we could all have matching daggers.
Can you engrave
see
our little
logo?
logo on it on the hilt?
She definitely can. Do you want matching daggers? 5 matching daggers?
China.
Sure, why the fuck not?
Okay.
Okay.
I do a good job stabbing things.
How about this? Come back. No, you know what? Just wait and I can get it done for you. So if you're willing to wait like an hour, she will get you daggers that are matching. She adds a little bit of flair to make them a little bit more like there's decoration, but nothing that's going to get in the way of you actually using them. And she is going to, we're going to say that all of these are going to be keen daggers, which means that you get a +1 bonus to damage rolls made with it. It's not much, but it's better.
Oh, wait, I'm going to take a short rest because I need to heal up. I got hurt.
Oh, if it's gonna take an hour, we can go like go
Well,
get
you're
lunch.
sitting. Yeah.
And, nope, she's going to give you, they are keen sawtoothed. We'll say
Is this an actual thing or like?
it is, we'll say, because that would be way too much, so 3 of them. 3 of you can choose a sawtoothed dagger, but all of them are keen. So just let me know.
But
who's
is
gonna-
that in the? Is that on?
I'll make it. I haven't put sawtoothed yet in, but I'll do. So whoever is going to choose the keen only.
So what's the difference between the keen and the sawtooth?
So all of them will have a +1 to damage. The sawtooth will deal an extra 1d4 slashing.
I'll take one of those.
Okay.
All right, sure.
And then one more.
Because if something ever happens, we can always switch them around too. You know.
That's right.
Yeah, you can use them. Okay. So you wait an hour, just kind of people watching and watching as she works. She adds these little swirly
Swirly gumdrops.
swirly whirlies on it, and beautifully.
And dragon scales on mine.
Well, they're supposed to match.
Don't worry, she makes sure they match, and they're pretty, and there's coppery colors on them. She hands them over. If anyone asks, make sure you tell them Ember Steel blades.
Of course, they are magnificent.
They're beautiful.
Added a little jagged edge. I would have done it for all of them, but that's 5,000 gold, so add a little boost, giving you 3. Good luck out there.
We thank you.
Before we go, what's so special about the water itself?
It's a little. I mean, my husband drowned in the green tides. And, it took me a while for a while I wanted to join him. And Melchior was able to talk me through it and help me understand that the sea it's like a living thing. It does what it does. And Dalphin would have wanted me to go on. And so it's just a reminder. I mean, it's kind of, depending, some people think it's a little morbid, but it's more of just the reminder that that's there. It's there. The sea is there. It didn't do it on purpose. And Dalphin would not want me to go jump into the water and lose my life too. But we had a lot of talks next to the green tides, and Melchior is a special type of person. So.
He certainly is.
Hopefully I get to see him soon with, the craziness out there. But I'm glad to hear he's doing well and he's not, been turned into some kind of monster's meal or something. Us halflings, we make one bite and we're gone. So.
I'm sure you'll
Half a
see
bite.
him again. Do not travel the road alone.
Yeah. Well, thank you. And thanks for
Thank you.
passing this along. I needed the reminder. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Ow!
Swinging it around.
We all start walking. I'm like, yeah! Yay!
Little kids with the plastic swords in Walmart.
As you're looking at your daggers glinting in the sun's light, are you headed straight out of the city or to your home?
Unless there's anything we need there.
I think so.
Do we need anything? Do we need a shop?
I don't think we used any consumables.
I'd probably pick up some arrows.
Okay.
We have mangoes.
All right.
Who needs
So
arrows? We need mangoes.
Just put a mango at the end of the. With the end
You
of
cut
the
down a
cord.
rubber tree and make an elastic, and then make a slingshot out of it.
you head to the Oak Bowl. Actually, we'll say you go up past the Night's Walk. Oh, that is one thing. As you are approaching, you head up Stage Street past the Starlight Concert Hall. You can see that there's some like bustling going on around there. Past that creepy alley once again, past the street that holds your home, and towards the North Gate and the Night's Walk, where as you were walking up, you see off to your right the prison. And you remember that there is an individual there who was supposedly one of the Shaded Thunder who had been caught doing something years back.
When did we figure that out?
When you dropped off the information at the Harbor Master,
The Harbor Master, yeah.
that was what she was able to pass along to
That's
you.
right.
So as you kind of like walk past the prison, you have a decision to make. You can either move forward and continue with today's journey, or take a pit stop at the prison to discuss something.
Nothing says that we have enough power to even talk to the prisoner, right?
We can bullshit our way. We got magic.
You can bullshit our way.
I can
Yeah.
bullshit our way. As we were walking down the street, can we stop at the drag queen place and get them to like buy a fake official looking collar for Therahtrix? Like, is that something that they would have? Like, they're like a costume shop or jewelry shop or something, right?
She was selling basically costume jewelry on the side of the road. I mean, she will sell you whatever you want. You want a collar? Make an intelligence check first. She's got like a rhinestone. This is typically go on like not a dragon. I'll just put it that way.
It's 13.
You're not going to put a gag ball on my dragon. I'm just
We're gonna
saying.
put whatever we can get.
You can, for like 15 silver pieces, buy this beautiful, like gem encrusted collar. What he's specifically referring to, and you would know this in the circles that
It's
you
like
are
a
in.
magic thing
It's
that
a
keeps them from
magical. It's a magical like. What's the word I'm looking for? It suppresses the magic inherent in the dragon so that it does not grow. It is a pet that you feed, and it can't do its breath weapon or anything like that. It's docile. It changes everything about the dragon so that it becomes a placated, complacent animal.
Yeah, I'm just looking
So-
for a fake one.
Right. But what I mean is, who are you trying to fool? Because you're not going to fool Stoneforge with a gem encrusted collar.
He wouldn't fall for, if he thinks it's my dragon, he doesn't think that I would not put a jewel encrusted
It's not that he
collar
wouldn't,
on my dragon.
well, it's not that he wouldn't think that you would like make it really beautiful. It's just that he has detect magic all around, and if there's nothing magical about that collar around your very dangerous pet, then he's gonna know. So you can still get it.
I wonder if there's a way to fake magic. to fool detect magic.
Can still.
I'm gonna get it, and I'm gonna figure out a way to fake this.
Are you gonna put it on Therahtrix right away?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You can try. We'll see if
We'll
he
say
lets
make
you.
a persuasion check.
It's gonna be so pretty.
Where's my persuasion?
As Glitterati Divine is
Oh, I
like,
just forgot that he's a bard.
absolutely.
Of course he's gonna be.
That's
able
a
to persuade.
17. I rolled low. It's a 7.
Glitterati is like, absolutely, this is gonna look beautiful. May I, honey? And like kneels down in their like very tall stiletto heels, and then places the collar as Therahtrix just lets it happen. And there's a beautiful gem, like it's kind of cubic zirconia type, where it looks like diamonds, but it's like glass, and it's shining, and he's just stands up tall. How does it look?
It looks fabulous.
Like floats up in the air and lets the light catch it for a moment before gliding back down. And Glitterati's like, absolutely. I would never have pictured it on your pet dragon, but it looks beautiful. I wish there was a way I could capture this and like make a marketing, you know.
We can stop at the portrait maker a different day.
I would love it. Make sure to put Glitterati Divine. Handiwork.
Dragon jewelry.
Yeah. Now, Therahtrix, you must have. I'm looking at the little thing on your mic. Yeah, within the city, you must pretend like this is working. So no flying, and we'll figure it out as we go along.
All right. Starts waddling with his wings on the side. As you head up to the north gate. And that is where we are going to stop as you are going to head to Echo Haven.
Or the jail.
And or the jail.
Cheese cat.